Windhorst on a Cleveland radio station talking about what he is hearing.
I just want you to know that I'm hearing stuff in other cities, too. I'm not going to say who, but I had somebody on the phone with me today that I consider a good source who was swearing it's a done deal in another city a couple hours ago, okay? And so I am being very, very cautious. Right now, it's too scattered. I also know how LeBron has operated. They have kept their circle very tight. I understand that you can point to cupcakes and whatnot and say, no, people knew. I'm hearing rumors all day long, and all of them make some level of sense, and all of them make some level of not sense. But I'm just telling you, Cleveland is not the only place where there are rumors.
So, again, a lot of rumors swirling right now, but I did find that very interesting. And look, it did get aggregated, right, that Brian Windhorst said, quote, "I'm not going to say who, but I had somebody on the phone with me today that I consider a good source who was swearing it's a done deal in another city a couple of hours ago. Another city not named Cleveland." Now, when you just take that quote, it sounds like Brian Windhorst is saying he's got a report that LeBron is not signing with Cleveland. But when you listen to that clip, I think what Brian Windhorst is trying to get across is that there is a fervor surrounding LeBron James right now. People want to know, where is he going to go? I mean, shoot, there were 10 dang teams on Rich Paul's whiteboard. 10 teams. There were so many teams, I turned it into 2 segments on this show. I had a good time with it, man. You had the criminal mastermind LeBron whiteboard. Where were the red yarn? Where was that? Where are the still photos? Where's that? But no, again, aggregators right now going crazy on the Windhorst quote, because it does sound like Windhorst is saying, if you just look at that quote, you cut that off. If you cut the stuff off before and you cut the stuff off after. It sounds like Windhorst is saying, LeBron's not going to Cleveland. Okay, but in the full context of that quote, I think what Brian Windhorst is really trying to say is, dude, guys, listen, there is incredible interest in regards to where LeBron is going to go, and there's a lot of rumors flying around. Poke Fresh is throwing around stuff in Canton, Ohio right now, and the internet eating it up. Eating it up. Not eating Poke Fresh, but they're eating Poke Fresh's NBA LeBron report. They're eating it up.
Food for thought, some might say.
100%. Give yourself that perfect. Yes, perfect. 100%. That's what's happening, bro. But Brian Windhorst is saying, hey, listen, there's a lot of crazy rumors out there, man. He doesn't know where to go with it. He doesn't know where to go with it. But I do think it's interesting. Now, again, listen, I know that's what he was trying to say, that we don't know where to go with this thing. Where are we going with this thing, man? A lot of rumors out there, a lot of unsubstantiated rumors from Caroline's coconut or cupcakes or whatever, right? Okay, cool. But, dude, Brian Windhorst says he's got a good, reliable source that swears it's a done deal outside of Cleveland, dude. I mean, there is something to that. I know the point of what Brian Windhorst is trying to say, which is, nah, man, there's a lot of rumors. But, dude, listen, when you say you've got a reliable source who swears it's a done deal in another city outside of Cleveland, that also means something. That doesn't mean nothing. It means something. So I find that to be really, really interesting, man. Man, I really want this. I do. I really want this Poke Fresh thing to be real. I'm dying for it. I need it. I need it in my life. I need Caroline's cupcakes to be real. I need that to be true one more time. The internet and the NBA world would lose its dang mind if Draymond Green, LeBron James teamed up with Spider Mitchell and James Harden. And Jared Allen, too. By the way, Jared Allen's a good player. Jared Allen's a good player. Yo, if they go over there, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would go crazy. And we'll see, too. Maybe they, again, I think that Cleveland would more than welcome moving off of Evan Mobley's contract. The guy's getting paid like $55 million for the next 4 years, dude. Come on. I like Evan Mobley. Good player. Good player. 0% chance that he lives up to that contract. 0%. Right? 0%. Good player, though. And he's young. He's like 25. Which is why I think, all things considered, if Golden State was going to lose Draymond, getting a player like Evan Mobley Black, who is 25 years old, stretch 4, I think they might look at that and be like, you know what? It's not that bad. Not that bad. Cleveland obviously would do it if they're going to get LeBron and Draymond. You know what I mean? That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that starting lineup would go crazy, yo. That starting 5 would go crazy. James Harden at the 1, Donovan at the 2, LeBron at the 3. You've got 3 guys who can handle the rock. You got 3 guys who can make plays. You got 3 guys who could pass the ball. Maybe not Donovan Mitchell as much, but he's a playmaker. Playmaker, absolutely. You got 3 guys who could score. I don't know how LeBron fixes James Harden in the postseason. What do you do there? But maybe it ends up being like, it's just, hey, just sit in the corner and just hit threes, bro. Just hit the threes, dude. LeBron and Spider-Man will get you the rock. You'll be wide open. Just hit the 3, okay? As a matter of fact, in the postseason, you're giving up ball handling duties, dude. It's going to be point LeBron, okay? Small forward, handling the rock. We're going point forward. LeBron's handling the rock. James, we appreciate your service in the regular season where you're foul baiting your way to 25, 30 a night. We appreciate that. But in the postseason, they don't call those fouls, and you don't know how to score. So go ahead and sit in the corner, and you can be the highest paid corner 3-point catch and shoot guy in the league. Sure, why not? If that's what it means to win an NBA championship, and because, listen, if LeBron and Draymond go over there, they will be one of the favorites to win the NBA championship. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Okay? But still, though, no, really, though, the starting 5 would go crazy, man. That 1, 2, 3 combo is insane. Draymond at 4, and then Jared Allen at 5, just in that dunker spot, just cleaning everything up. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you want to double any one of these dudes? Well, you're going to have to space the floor. Jared Allen's going to be right there, just cleaning everything up. It's great. I think that's such a great basketball fit. And obviously one that I don't think anyone thought of because Cleveland is just, they're just strapped financially. No one thought that they were going to get LeBron until he started posting from Cleveland. And we're like, oh, okay. I guess we're going to get the homecoming part 2 or part 3, however you want to see it. Interesting, man. Again, this is Brian Windhorst saying, quote, I'm not going to say who, but I had somebody on the phone that I consider a good source who was swearing it's a done deal in another city. Man, the aggregators went crazy on that one. Crazy on that one, I'm telling you. If you guys want to be part of the show, give me a call, 855-97-LA-FAN. Again, that's 855-975-2326. Or you could catch us on Twitter X at TheFanLA. Or you could catch us on the YouTubes. And the thing about the YouTubes, man, I'm going to read your comments. I think we got some people in there already, don't we? Yeah, hell yeah, man. We got the usuals. We got Wayne Mulholland is in there. David Horse 800 is in there, man. Somebody I haven't seen yet, but I'm happy to see you in the chat, bro. Durango Rook? I have to be reading that wrong. It's okay, though. Man, I like it. Man, we got a great show lined up in front of us here today. Like I said, man, we were really going in on this LeBron thing, but Summer League is popping off right now, and it's not because of the hoops. It's popping off because of the fists. They're throwing down. Apparently, Bam Adebayo punching his former teammate Tyler Hero right in the jaw, right in the face. That's crazy. That's insane. I love it. I mean, I love it because no one got seriously hurt, you know? Just a little tiff. Just a little tiff, why not? The biggest news in baseball right now is that Shohei has an injured knee. Ongoing irritation and inflammation in his left knee. I mean, and it's something that he's been dealing with, right? The scary part about it is that he's got to get this knee drained and then receive an injection. That, according to a report from ESPN. Now, he will not have surgery on the knee, but still, a knee drain and an injection? That doesn't sound fun. And remember, this is the same knee that has been an ongoing problem for Shohei for years. He left a June 11 game because of irritation in that same knee. It's the same knee that he got surgery on to address a congenital condition. I'm not going to even try to pronounce what the condition is called, but something. He's got a congenital condition in that knee that he had surgery on in 2019. I don't know, man. If the alarm bells aren't going off, I don't know what to tell you. I know some folks feel like, hey, it's not going to be that serious because he's still hitting. Still hitting. But I think if there's anything about Shohei that we have learned is that this guy is tough as nails. Tough as nails. Guy has Tommy John is still hitting. You know? He's got blisters, and he's still pitching. He's throwing blood all over that ball. You don't care. He's like, give me that rock. I'm still going to strike you out. With blood all over that baseball. That's crazy. He's got, a bicep issue. Tightness in his bicep. Who needs a bicep to throw, apparently? I don't know. Not Shohei. He don't need a function. He doesn't need a non-bleeding finger. He doesn't need a bicep. He doesn't need a left knee. He'll just toss it.
Long as he can grip it and he has an elbow.
It's incredible. This is one of the toughest baseball players the game has ever seen. This is one of the toughest athletes the game has ever seen. I mean, can Shohei, maybe Christian Pulisic needs to sit down with Shohei. Get them in a room. Have them figure some things out. I don't know. Maybe I went too far. Maybe I went too far there. Christian Pulisic, legitimately injured, by the way. Legitimately injured. I don't mean to downplay his injury. I'm not trying to be Carly Lloyd. Okay? I don't want to downplay his injury. He's really dealing with some stuff, man. He's going to be out for a few weeks. So, okay. You know what? I retract that. That's my bad. Mea culpa. My bad. Unlike Carly Lloyd, I will apologize. Okay. I tell you what, we step away. When we come back, we'll give you a little Dodgers preview. Also talk about what contracts LeBron could be facing here across the board. You are listening to The James Coe Show on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. What is cracking, Los Angeles? What's going on? James Go here with you on the new 97.1 The Fan. Lovely Friday evening. We're going to take you all the way to the 10 o'clock hour. Giving you a little bit of a Dodgers preview before they have first pitch at 7:10.
Baseball.
Yeah! Man. We got a Friday night special here. Obviously, the big story right now is that Ohtani needs to get his knee drained. He's going to get an injection into that left knee. It's a knee that has been bothering him since earlier in the season. It is a knee that he has had surgery on previously in 2019. This guy's just, again, I marvel at not only his ability, but also his availability. He has been incredible. You just think about Tommy John. It didn't derail his career. You know, it's okay. Recovers, good, hitting through it all. But not pitching tonight. He is going to miss this start, and he is also not going to the All-Star game as he will try to recover in this regard. So, interesting. Obviously, there's a lot of hand-wringing here in regards to the Dodgers because, shoot, man, the Dodgers really, if you think about it, they have really been dealing with a lot of injuries this year. Blake Snell, Edwin Diaz, the list goes on and on. Teoscar Hernandez has missed a bunch of time. Kyle Tucker is healthy, but tuckering. And yet, through it all, the Dodgers keep winning. But I do think there is certainly a point, a critical mass point. And if the Dodgers were to lose Shohei Ohtani for an extended period of time, I think that might be it. That might be the critical mass where, again, I know the Dodgers are extremely talented and, you know, they've done better than probably any other team in baseball. They have done a great job in terms of developing players. We talk about that for the Lakers, how they really haven't done that. Austin Reeves notwithstanding. But if that is the quote-unquote Dodgerification of the Lakers, you know, I think all of LA would be here for that. But certainly the Dodgers have been incredible developing talent. And we're seeing a lot of that this year. For sure. Andy Pages, Dalton Rushing, and the list goes on. I mean, golly, they picked up Eric Lauer off the scrap heap. There's a possibility Eric Lauer wouldn't even be in the majors if it wasn't for the Dodgers, right? That's how poor of a season he was having in Toronto. The Dodgers haven't lost a game with him on the mound. That's wild. That's wild. Roki Sasaki has been an absolute disaster for the past month. Disaster. All good. Just keep it going. Insane. But I do think without Shohei's bat, maybe they can get by without his arm. But I think without his bat, they'd be in big time trouble. Right? And I am going to be real. Look, at some point, these guys have got to come back to earth. You know? At some point. They just can't keep overachieving. The guys at the bottom of the order just cannot keep going in the way they're going. Sure, I didn't even mention my boy, Tommy Hyunsu Edman. Guy's been raking. I think he's still hitting over 350, man. He's been going crazy. But at some point, these guys are going to come back to earth. As a matter of fact, we've seen that already with Andy Pages. He's definitely has come back to earth here. And so, again, if that trend continues where some of these guys do start coming back to earth and the injuries are still mounting up, you know, where are we at with the starting pitching? Where are we at with Edwin Diaz? If the middle relievers, if Tanner Scott starts Tanner Scottering, you know, a little bit scary. I know they have a huge 14.5 game lead right now. And obviously we're going to mid-July, which is great. But while they have this lead, don't be surprised if Shohei Ohtani takes a few games off. And I know he hates doing that. I know he hates doing it. But you know what? Let's listen to the head man, Dave Roberts, in regards to a pre-game interview with Dave Roberts talking about the Shohei injury.
What took place with Ohtani? When did you know that he wouldn't be able to make this start tonight?
I found out yesterday morning. Kind of talking through with our guys, Shohei. He's been managing this quite well, the knee. And so if there's a chance that we could kind of be proactive and get it drained and do whatever we need to do to kind of try to manage it and along with the rest for the All-Star break, we were going to do that.
Man, if that doesn't sound, again, it's just, it when you hear the word drained, and then you think about an injection happening too, on a knee that has already had surgery on it, how do you not get concerned? How? That's so tough, man. So tough. And again, all this hand wringing, and they're probably going to rack off like another 5 games. They're probably going to sweep the Diamondbacks. Matchup tonight. Again, it's an interesting one. They lead San Diego, the Dodgers do. The Dodgers lead San Diego and the Arizona Diamondbacks by 14.5 games. Dodgers 61-33, Diamondbacks 46-47. This is the opener of a 3-game set between these two teams before the All-Star break. LA has won 12 of their last 16 games. Good night. The Diamondbacks, meanwhile, they're 1 game below 500. And listen, these games are important for them. Maybe not for the division, but they are very much in the NL wildcard race. They're 5.5 games back of that final spot. For them tonight, it's going to be Eduardo Rodriguez, who has been a star for them this year, rocking a 2.25 ERA. Home runs have been a little bit of an issue. Over his last 6 games, he has given up 5 home runs. So he is prone to giving up home runs, the long ball, a bit. So we'll see. Ohtani's still in the lineup, y'all, even though he won't be pitching today. So there is that going on. So we'll see if some of the Dodger bats can get to Eduardo Rodriguez today. But he does have a really nice 2.25 ERA. The D-backs over the last 20 games are 9-11 overall. And very, the stats don't lie, man. 2 games below 500. They've been averaging 4.5 runs per game in that 20-game stretch. They're also giving up 4.6 runs per game in that 20-game stretch. If you're looking for a player on the D-back side to watch for, Ketel Marte leads the way for Arizona. He's hitting 263. He leads the team with 17 home runs, and he leads the team with 54 RBIs. So, again, the D-backs offense is pretty vanilla. But that being said, it's a bullpen game here for the Dodgers. So it'll be interesting to see how the Dodgers kind of sort of navigate around what I would consider to be a very average lineup, hitting lineup here for Arizona. But still, could be a lower scoring game. I'll be interested to see what happens here in this one. Okay, 7:10 is first pitch. Let's step away. When we come back, we've got a lot more on the way. Again, some updates here on Kawhi, some updates on LeBron, and yeah, man, we got to do a vibe check, man. What is going on there in Las Vegas? Crazy stuff, and new developments in regards to Aaron Donald. What? TMZ's got the latest.
Fire!
That's coming up on the backside of the break, man. You're listening to the James Coe Show right here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Yo, what's cracking, everybody? James Go here with you. Beautiful, beautiful Friday evening. I can't complain. I can't complain at all. T-shirt of the day. It's for my anime fans, man. We got the Dragon Ball Fit, not Dragon Ball Z, but the original Dragon Ball. This is pretty nice. This cost me a pretty penny. You know where I got this? I got this in Tokyo, Japan, baby. I don't know how much, I think I paid like $55 for it or something. And I was like, golly, $55 for a t-shirt, bro? But you know what? Money well spent. Money well spent. I kind of wish, I know Dragon Ball Z got all the pub and, you know, everyone loves DBZ and it's cool, man. Like, it's great. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. If a Dragon Ball Z video pops up on my feed, I'm watching it. Every single time. I will watch it. I hate how they did my man Vegeta. Vegeta was always written so poorly. But I wish that they had kept on with the original Dragon Ball. Because, or at least like that kind of storytelling. Because it's like Goku had powers and like, you know, he had the tail and everything. He could like transform into a giant, you know, gorilla or whatever. But like there was no like power surging. Does that make sense? Like, you know, you could still like use like robots and stuff to like defeat them and everything. Like it was like a real fight. Now it's just like he just finds like random techniques like Ultra Instinct or something and just like, okay, now he could just disappear all of a sudden. Like, where's this coming from? Well, hold up now. Like, hey, he could just straight up disappear. I don't understand the power scaling in DBZ. And listen, I love DBZ. I love Dragon Ball Z. I just don't understand the power scaling. Like, okay, so this guy Vegeta can destroy entire planets, but then now he's going to throw that planet killer and then Goku can deflect it. Where does that thing go? Does that mean some other planet just got destroyed because Goku deflected? I don't understand, man. What's going on over here, bro? You know, the power scaling in DBZ don't make sense, man. It's crazy. Anyways, hey, you know what? Let's go to the phones. Let's go to the phones. We go to my guy, Mitch in New Jersey, who is calling from all the way across the U.S., man. Mitch, we welcome you in. What you got for me, dude?
How you doing, James?
I'm doing
Hope
great.
everything's good tonight.
Yeah.
Good evening. Well, it's evening over here. I think the Dodgers, they're playing great. A lot of injuries they've had, especially with the pitchers. Getting a little old. I still we can win it this year, and hopefully we won't need luck like we did last World Series. I think we should go after Skubal, Tariq Skubal. Build him for the future. Build him now. Look at all these Knicks. I can name, Miller, Stone, Grover. They didn't pan out. Roque is not actually playing so well as a starter. And Snell, Glasnow, I mean, they only have a few years left. And look at their record. I know Snell's got 2 sides, but he's only like 111 games. Glasnow, all the money he got paid quite well for 46 and 26, something like that. Tampa, and he's hurt more than he's healthy. And with the hitting, and it cost us Justin Robotski's his 11th victory. So if we only score 3 runs, I think we should get another hitter. I want Ohtani. Every other week it's something with Ohtani. I mean, he's only human. I want to see him hit now. I want the MVP more than I want the MVP and the ring. If that's asking too much, let me know.
Mitch in New Jersey chipping in, man. He's looking for another starting ace. Not even an arm. He wants an ace. Mitch, we appreciate you, man, jumping in here. If you guys want to jump in, obviously, 855-97-LA-FAN. I've talked about Tariq Skubal for weeks now, and I've been on the other side of this for a while. I don't think the Dodgers need another starting ace because when October rolls around, what is the rotation? I'm just so confused. Look, I know Skubal is on the trading block, and when you're the Dodgers, you're like, you just get greedy with it. Screw it. Collect everybody. The Dodgers is Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Just get them stones. Who cares? But kind of like the Infinity Gauntlet, man, there's only so many spots. There's only so many spots. You know what I mean? Again, you look at the starting rotation. You got Yoshi Yamamoto. You got Shohei Ohtani. Right? You got Robo. These are 3 frontline starters now. This doesn't even include Blake Snell. It doesn't include Tyler Glass now. All right, great. Okay, so now we got, again, if these guys start getting healthy, okay, we've got 5 frontline starters. Like, these guys would be number ones on any other rotation. But as we know, when you get into October, when you get to playoff baseball, you're not running 5 guys out there. That rotation tightens up. So I guess my question would be, okay, let's say the Dodgers get Skubal. Now you got potentially 6 frontline guys. Where are we going? I mean, what are we doing here? We just taking Ohtani out of the lineup or out of the rotation entirely? Is that what we're doing? That doesn't make sense. He's one of their best pitchers. You can't take Yamamoto out. He's been amazing. Robo's been lights out. Maybe Robo comes back to earth and Skubal is a little bit of insurance. But shoot, even if he does come back to earth a bit and he's having an incredible season, is Justin Wrobleski. Okay, well, what about Roki Sasaki? What about Emmett Sheehan? What about Eric Lauer? These guys have all been, other than Roki. And I know Sheehan's been very up and down. But if you're trying to keep these guys up in the majors, there's just, you see what I'm saying? There's just not enough room. If they make the Skubal trade, then they have to announce one of these guys is going either to the bullpen or to the minors, right? And with the way Roki Sasaki's been playing, he's the obvious candidate to go back into the bullpen. Now, I know I'm getting way ahead of myself here because I am looking at the starting rotation with 2 guys that are currently not pitching. I'm looking at the rotation with Blake Snell, with Tyler Glasnow. And I know Glasnow's recovery in particular has been incredibly slow. I mean, shockingly slow. But Blake Snell sounds like he's getting really close to coming back. And so even without Tyler Glasnow in the rotation, we're taking a look at Yoshi Yamamoto, Ohtani, Wrobleski, and Blake Snell. And the Dodgers can't lose with Eric Lauer. We just talked about that. They can't lose. Golly. I don't think it's a priority to get another ace in the rotation. And if we are truly, honestly, only thinking about October baseball, which, again, if you're the Dodgers, that's pretty much the only thing you should be thinking about. I'm just curious, like, what do the Dodgers do with all of these arms? Somebody's got to go to the bullpen. They're not going to run 5 deep. That doesn't make sense. What are you going to do? You're going to pitch every 10 days? So again, it's just, there's a glut. I think there's a little bit of a glut if the only thing that you're thinking about right now is October, which I think that's fair, by the way. You've got a 14.5 game lead in the division, and right now the bats are starting to come alive. In particular, I'm really looking at Mookie Betts. But it's, like I said, man, there's just a lot going on there. So while I understand the clamor to go get a guy who is an ace and on the trading block, that certainly makes sense. But I'm looking down the road and I'm wondering, where do these guys slot in? Yamamoto, Ohtani, Robo, Glasnow, Snell, and then you want to throw Skubal into the mix. Now we got 6 guys who could legitimately throw. Again, I'm just looking down the road. I'm just curious, you know? With the 14.5 game lead in mid-July, it just feels, it just feels extraneous. And for me, I think the legendary move would be if you're holding on to some of these young bats, like they've got a lot of outfielders and stuff that are just, raking it right now in the minors. One of the top farm systems the Dodgers got. Okay. As Mitch in New Jersey pointed out, a lot of times prospects don't work out. But what you have to do is take swings at it over and over. You're just taking bites out of the apple, man. Sometimes it don't work. Sometimes it works great. That's what you got to do. And the more bullets you got, the better the chance you've got at hitting on a target. You see what I'm saying? That's why I've been saying the Dodgers really need to hold on. Now, if they move a guy for, let's say, like middle relief, I think I could be open for that. If they move a guy for depth, but they don't have to move one of their top prospects, I think I'm okay with that too. But Skubal's going to demand a Skubal trade will require, top dollar and top prospects moving across the board. That's where it gets a little dicey, man. Gets just a little bit dicey for me. And I've been staying firm with this for weeks now, and it sounds like the Dodgers have kind of sort of taken on. I'm reflecting what the Dodgers mentality is right now too. Now, Mitch, let me say this. If it gets reported that Ohtani's knee is worse for wear, they drained it, they gave it an injection, and the guy's got to go, and he's going to miss a month of baseball. Or a month of pitching at least, because Lord knows nothing's going to keep him out of the batter's box. Nothing. This guy's tough as nails. He will be playing. But let's say the rotation now loses a guy with a sub-2 ERA in Shohei Ohtani. Then the Dodgers, and certainly my outlook on the Dodgers, would have to change. When you get new information, man, you're allowed to change your take. When you get new information, you're allowed to change your take. So that would be my thought, man. 855-97-LA-FAN. When I get into the chats here, again, if you want to follow and listen on the YouTube side, go find it on YouTube at The Fan LA. We got Ipe from prison. Elite screen name. Elite handle in the chats, man. David Horse 800, Dragon Ball Z, grew up watching that on Cartoon Network. Hell yeah. Got that little robot guy between commercial breaks. I feel you, David Horse. I see you, man.
Toonami.
Toonami. Let's go. It was beautiful. I tell you what, we got to go. You're listening to the James Koh Show right here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. We'll be back. What is cracking Los Angeles? James Go, here with you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday night. As we crack the 7 o'clock hour, I'm taking you all the way to 10 o'clock, man. And shoot, there's been so many things happening in the world of LA basketball. Shoot, I mean, even when we're talking about UCLA basketball, my goodness gracious. Then sign a 6'9" Serbian guard that could be the number 1 overall pick.
12 milli.
12 milli, 2 years? Shoot, man. UCLA basketball is thriving. LA, both the Clippers and the Lakers have been hotbeds of NBA rumors. And when we're talking about trades and rumors, especially when it comes to Clipper Nation, golly, I tell you what, I can't think of anyone better than a proud Spartan, a proud Thai, one of the best old school rapping R&B dudes that we know, an absolute sneaker addict. His sneaker collection is better than yours. I'm talking about the notorious Ohm, who is back on the show. Ohm, what's up, man?
What up? I'm going to have to call you El Presidente now, since you are the president of the Asian American Journalist Association Sports Task Force.
Yes, that's correct.
So,
correct.
Would you like to go by El Presidente, or is it El Jefe?
Hey, man.
El Comandante?
hey, listen, Ohm, as long as you call me friend, we're good, bro.
Nice. That sounds good. Yo, by the way, excuse me if your air conditioning blowing in the background, because it's only 106 degrees outside at 7 p.m. in Las Vegas.
There he goes. We got Summer League heat right now. Hey, you know what? Can we start right there? Because what is the vibe check in Las Vegas right now? Because the world is buzzing after this whole Bam Adebayo Tyler Hero scuffle, man. What's the vibes?
You know, I think there was a lot of people kind of on their phones checking in when Shams broke the news, and it's just like something is going on here in Vegas at the NBA. This is the NBA. This is just the NBA drama as it unfolds all the time, and it just feels like there's just something around the corner, and we haven't even gotten to LeBron. I mean, it's like
right.
The whole world here is waiting on LeBron, and there's something that pops up. And there's like a little brush fire that pops up like literally every couple of hours here in Las Vegas, and it's amazing because this is what I tell people all the time about the NBA. Like, as many people want to make it about analytics these days and numbers and everything like that,
yeah.
The NBA at the end of the day is always about drama, personalities, beefs, things going wrong with girlfriends, whatever. Stop looking at my contract. Stop messing with my money. That's like what the NBA is all about. And today is a classic example of that with Bam and Tyler Hero.
Man, it's crazy. The whole Bam, Tyler Hero thing, Ohm's alluding to the Spurs play-by-play man getting fired over his girlfriend, hacking into his Instagram, bro. Just the NBA is just thriving right now off of all this crazy off-season news. Okay, let me jump right into it, though. Okay, so the Clippers obviously had an agreement in place with Toronto to send Kawhi back to the North here, right? And they were going to get B.I. Brandon Ingram back. Okay, so now that trade is on pause. I legitimately can't remember a time that this has ever happened where an agreed-upon trade is then kind of sort of roadblocked. Look, I know Chris Paul to the Lakers or something. Like, I know, the commissioner directly got involved there, right? But I'm talking about, okay, the NBA sending a warning to Toronto and saying, if you do business with the Clippers, y'all can get snared up in this too. It's a kind of a crazy situation right now.
Yeah, no, this is first of its kind. Like, I've never seen like a press release from a team basically saying, we still want this player, but we've been told by the league that if we take this trade on and there's a punishment levied, we assume responsibility of that punishment. It's just insane for me to even see that in a statement. Now, I will say this. The Clippers, they are furious with everything going on because they are very adamant that and emphatic that they have done nothing wrong as far as what they have been alleged of when it comes to this aspiration investigation.
Right.
But they do feel confident that this trade is going to go through, that it's not going to be rescinded or anything like that, or that the Raptors are going to back out. I suppose, like, if Kawhi Leonard had to miss a whole year, then the Raptors would reconsider. But I don't think anybody's anticipating that. I think because, like, Toronto had already worked out, like, basically a contract extension for Kawhi Leonard, they're not going to back out of this. Like,
right.
Even if somehow, and we're speaking in theoreticals here, but, like, even if somehow, like, Kawhi's contract is rescinded for some reason due to this investigation, well, then I guess he would become a free agent, and then I guess he would just still go to Toronto, because that's where he wants to be, and that's who wants him. So, I think that at the end of the day, the Clippers, from everyone I'm talking to, they expect this trade to go through. The question is when this investigation is done. Next week, the commissioner talks on Tuesday. There's a Board of Governors meeting here.
Yeah.
And so perhaps the commissioner could come out and say the investigation is done. Here's a finding. It might be a little more surprising if it happens that fast, even though we are now approaching, I believe, 11 months of this investigation. So the Clippers are prepared to wait out even longer, however this is, but they also feel like they just keep stating their innocence, and they also feel that this Kawhi Leonard trade will go through.
I've been saying on the radio that I think the league this is part of their punishment. Whatever official punishments get doled out by the league to the Clippers, this right here where they are halting their business, they're stopping the Clippers from doing business, this feels like part of their penalties as well. And again, I know the Clippers got to be so frustrated with this because, as you mentioned, we're approaching 11 months. There's no new information that could possibly be garnered. Why is the league, despite the fact that Adam Silver says, I want this investigation done, why is the league dragging their feet so badly when it comes to doling out punishment?
I think they got to get it right. I think that's what it comes down to, because this is also, there's a lot of gray area, I think, in this thing. And there's a lot of, like, it could be precedent set. There's a lot of, like, when it comes to circumventing the cap, obviously they have to have some sort of evidence. And if they don't, well, even if it's a smoking gun, that in theory is not enough to dole out a severe punishment. But if you got other teams and other owners basically saying, and I don't know if they are, but I would assume, hey, stuff like this can't happen, or else other teams are going to try and, skirt the rules a little bit and make it shady. And so you have to do something, I think. You can't just let it go for nothing.
Right.
And so I think that's what they are dealing with. And look, also the other day with this whole trade being on pause, I mean, like, in a totally different circumstance, like the Miami Heat feel they have legitimate beef over the Terry Rozier trade because they're just like, you guys seem to know that something might have been happening with this gambling thing when he did it in Charlotte, and yet you let this trade go through, and we have gotten no compensation from that whatsoever. So different situation, but also perhaps the league saying, like, hey, look, if you trade for Kawhi Leonard and something happens to him punishment-wise, just know that, you're going to deal with the consequences. Maybe they're just covering their bases as well.
How many voices will be involved when it comes to the punishment finally being doled out? Because again, we've heard about how, there's going to be a Toronto representative who could be having a strong voice in the punishments coming out. But I'm just curious, how many voices do you think, in terms of NBA executives and owners, could really get together? And when we're talking about Summer League, I mean, shoot, these guys are all getting together in the same room now and trying to figure all this stuff out. How many voices do you think get involved here?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think, like, owners obviously will always have an influence because Adam Silver ultimately works for the owners. But
right.
I think this is based on the investigation. I don't think he can let peer pressure or pressure from the owners really force him into doing something. I mean, like, to doing something, like, massive, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's got to make sure, like, whatever he decides, this can't happen again. I think that's what he's got to figure out. What is that fine line of, if you don't have concrete evidence, but you just got to make sure something like this doesn't happen again and teams don't even think about it, well, what exactly is going to deter them from that? So I think he's got to figure that out. I think about, man, trying to be commissioner of my own fantasy football league, which I've been a commissioner now since like 1997, and I deal with some stupid stuff. And I think about stuff like this, like, you always try to be fair down the middle.
For sure, yes.
I mean, like, this is like a democracy, unless, like, I always give my owners a chance to, like, vote on stuff. But, Adam Silver's in a tough situation, man. He's got to make sure, like, something like this never happens again.
All right, there you go. Hey, listen, last question for you, and we'll let you go, man. Can you give me some first impressions in regards to some of these outstanding rookies at Summer League? DeBance been playing. I don't know, he's been getting derided a little bit for early foul baiting. I mean, Peterson's been out there, but we saw Keaton Wagler out there. Acuff has been out there. But what have been some early first impressions from some of these very precocious rookies?
I'll be honest with you. I've only really seen one game, and that was DeVance against Peterson last night, because I've been following the Wizards around this entire Summer League.
Yeah.
So, and then I got busy with Bam and Tyler Hero, and so I would say DeVance and Peterson missed a lot of shots that they can make, but you saw a lot of flashes of what they can be.
Yeah.
DeVance being this guy that, like, is 6'9", legitimately long, versatile, athletic, can do a bunch of different things. I was a little more impressed with his strength. I didn't think he'd be as strong as he was, to be able to take the contact and really kind of push guys off of him. His dunk was amazing.
Incredible.
Even his reverse layup, basically he drove left, switch hands to his right. But really he's very polished, like he's been groomed to be a pro on and off the court. I spent time with him before that day. Like, he worked out at like 3 o'clock with a pregame workout that like pros do before a regular season game. It's like like a 15-20 minute workout, but you don't see guys do that here at Summer League, because it's more like almost like an AAU thing. The team just takes the court,
yeah.
They go through like layup lines, and then they're just hoisting up shots for like 5 minutes. He got in his workout and a massage and treatment. Wow. He looks like a pro before his first game. Peterson, you can see, like, basically he can create his own shot. He's very good at doing that. He did shoot the ball particularly well. He got double teamed. He turned the ball over a lot, and he fouled a lot. But I can still see the glimpses of, like, he was like a laser, shooter. The shot just, like, some of these pure shooters where the shot looks like it just drops in, like a Ray Allen, a Chris Mullen. Like, his shot at times looks like that when it goes in. And you can see how he can effortlessly get to his spots and create his own shot. So I think, they could have gotten off more points last night than they did. 27 points for Devanza, 21 for Peterson, and they still missed a ton of shots that they normally make.
That's great, man. I love it. It was a great marquee matchup in Summer League. You rarely get those nowadays, but I tell you what, it was really fun to watch those two youngsters go at it. Hey, go find this guy, man. ESPN NBA reporter, Notorious Om Youngmansuk, joining the program. As always, you're so great, man. You're so gracious with your time. We always appreciate it.
All right. I'll see you later. No, Presidente, or should I call you President Jack Tunney, like the Macho Man Randy Savage would?
Oh, hell yeah. There you go. There it is. Notorious Om was in the building. Oh, it's so great, man. Again, great insight from Om. He followed the Clippers for so long. He was on the West Coast for so long. Now he's got he's got this beat following Washington and Debanza, man. Shoot. I know my guy Kane behind the glass, man. He's jealous because he's a Washington guy. I bet you would love to be watching Debanza develop right now.
Listen, through the TV screen, and I'm currently looking for the next games because I might take that weekend visit to Vegas.
There you go. Now, great information. I think great insight, too, in regards to what is going on with the Clippers and why is the penalty taking so long? What might that penalty end up looking like? Shoot, man. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on, obviously, there. And the fact that he's in Vegas when one of the funniest, most random stories broke in regards to Bam getting into a fight with his former teammate and Tyler Hero. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, man. I love it. Dude, I love this league. I love this league. Ohm was so right. You talk about them analytics all you want, bro, but I tell you what really drives the interest? It's the drama.
It's like when you work
the drama.
It's like when you work at one of those power plants and it's like it's been X amount of days since tomfoolery. It's been zero days since NBA tomfoolery.
Because again, we had the play-by-play guy from San Antonio, and then literally the next day, Bam's just punching dudes. Like, what? What's going on out here, bro? This is crazy. Incredible. By the way, shifting over to football. Guys, it's happening. I don't know what to tell you, but it's happening. TMZ got video of Aaron Donald working out at the Rams facility. It's happening. I don't know if, again, I'm not going so far as to say 100%, but golly, 99% chance Aaron Donald is coming back. Why would Aaron Donald? I know he works out all the time, and he's still ripped. He's still shredded, and he'll let you know about it on Instagram too. He will let you know how shredded he is. He's a superhuman. He's a metahuman, is Aaron Donald, in crazy good shape. So I know he's working out. I get it. He's 35 years old, and dude, he looks incredible. But why in the world would he be at the Rams facility if he wasn't coming back? According to TMZ, an eyewitness told TMZ Sports that Aaron Donald spent about an hour doing on-field drills, ladder drills, medicine ball throws, agility work. Come on. I don't know if it's going to be happening, but he's gearing up like it's happening. He's loading the cannon up. He wants to see if he's still got that juice. And let me tell you something, Aaron Donald still got that juice. Unlike other players, he did not let himself go. Actually, you know what the trend is now too, is that these guys get small. They get really skinny. Jason Kelce looks so thin now. Joe Thomas looks so thin. Aaron Donald's not thin. Aaron Donald is doing, he's doing the whole I got the Dragon Ball shirt on. He's got like the gravity chamber workout going, dude. He's still ripped. He's still huge. Aaron Donald still got it. Now, again, I don't know about explosiveness because that's going to be key. But the rumors have been swirling ever since the team traded for Myles Garrett. Can you imagine the Brothers of Destruction? I'm not talking about Kane and Undertaker. I'm talking about Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett getting after it. What y'all going to do? What is the NFL going to do when it's Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett? Guys, it's happening. It is happening. According to TMZ Sports, Aaron Donald was at the Rams facility working out. Spent an hour there doing on-field drills. It's happening. I'm gassed. I'm excited. Not because I'm a Rams fan or anything. I mean, of course, I want the Rams to do well. It's all good, right? Nothing but love for the Rams. But I'm not a fan. I'll tell you what I'm a fan of, though. I'm a fan of spectacular. I'm a fan of spectacle. And Myles Garrett with Aaron Donald is both spectacular and a spectacle. That's what I'm a fan of. You best believe I got to have that meme ready, dude. I'm going to have the Brothers of Destruction walking down that aisle. I'm going to crop in Aaron Donald's head with Myles Garrett. I don't know who's Kane. I don't know who's Undertaker. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm figuring it out now. Myles Garrett is Kane, and Aaron Donald is the Undertaker. Why? Because Undertaker kind of came first, right? That's Aaron Donald. And like he's doing the whole, sit up where he's coming up out the coffin. That's Aaron Donald right now.
Perfect.
He is doing the Undertaker meme. He's getting ready. He's at Rams facilities, man. Where are my football fans at? Where are my Rams fans at? TMZ Sports got video. And again, this is like, Zapruder film type stuff. Like this
Big
is like
sniper energy.
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. It's like you look at the video, you're like, wait a second, is that actually is that actually Aaron Donald though? Maybe the video's wrong. I don't know. TMZ, they've got, But I will say this though, TMZ, for as much flack as they get, man, they get a lot of stuff right, man. So I don't think there's any reason to doubt TMZ, but I will say, though, that the video is from really far away.
I mean, do you see those shoulders that look like they just did like shoulder presses with refrigerators?
That's Aaron Donald.
That's Aaron Donald.
That's Aaron Donald. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, man, I don't. Again, the video is like from super duper far away, but to me, that also looked like Aaron Donald. To me. And if it's true, if what TMZ Sports is reporting is true, it's happening, guys. It is happening.
I want Sean McVay to be Paul Bear.
Yeah, dude. He needs to come out with that urn, dude.
My precious
oh, my God.
edge rushers.
Can you imagine the destruction of these two guys? Oh, my gosh.
NFC West quarterbacks are trying to figure out trades.
Sam Darnold's going to get eaten alive, dude.
He's seeing Ghost again.
He will. I love Sam. I'm a Sam Darnold oligarch. I've always believed in Sam Darnold. Ever since his USC days, I've believed in him. But I'm telling you, like, he's going to be the Ghost. They're going to be Pac-Man. With the power pellet, though. He's going to be right. I mean, the one thing about Darnold, he loves to stay in the pocket, though. Man. Rams fans, it's happening. Myles Garrett, y'all, working out at the Rams facility. It is happening. All right, you're listening to 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Yo, 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 what is cracking? It's your boy, James Coe. That rhymes. It's not a bar, but it rhymes. We'll make it work. No, that's not fire.
Fire!
You retract that fire, dude. Yeah, there you go. That's better. That's better. That's better. That's the opposite of a bar, okay? It's the literal opposite of a bar. We got score updates here. Dodger baseball.
Dodger baseball.
A lot has happened in the last 20 minutes. A lot has happened. We're in the end of the first, so we're going to the top of the second here. The score is 2-2 already. Remember how I said I think it might be a lower scoring game? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I love the fact that Ohtani is injured, and my boy just goes out there and just crushes a leadoff home run. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. In the first inning, obviously, the Arizona Diamondbacks scored 2 runs, and then Ohtani with a home run, a solo shot, and then Andy Pages with the solo shot as well. So now it's all tied up.
Rob Manfred is like stroking his chin hair like, so let me get this straight. He can't pitch tonight, but he can still hit. But he also can't hit in the All-Star game.
Right.
The biggest exhibition in professional baseball.
Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, it's not a good look. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a good look, dude. He's so hurt that he's hitting home runs.
Might have a Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero situation between
yeah, exactly.
the commissioner and Andrew Friedman.
Let me just say this, though. Ohtani is not of this world. He's not. Like, I don't know what else we could say about this guy. You're telling me he needs to get his knee drained and that he's going to get an injection in his knee, a knee that has already been surgically repaired. You're telling me, okay, that's the guy, right? And he goes out there and he just smashes a home run. He's not of this world. Who else is doing this? Who else is going out there on one leg? I mean, he's doing Kirk Gibson every night. This is ridiculous now. Now it's just getting stupid. And he's been so great, and we're just so used to him being great. We gloss over this stupid. Listen, guys, if this was any other player where they're like, yeah, man, I got to get my knee drained and we're going to get injections in it. And you know what, man? But you know what, though? I'm not going to miss any time. You know what, though? I'm not going to miss any time. As a matter of fact, let me just go out there and smack a home run. If this was a different time, if this was like, 10 years ago, and Shohei Ohtani, let's be real. I'm not going full Stephen A here, but I'm saying let's be real. If Shohei Ohtani was an American player, we'd be fawning. I mean, falling all over ourselves to extol this guy's virtues. And now, because he did what he did previously with Tommy John and all that, like, we just take it for granted. Like, yeah, of course Ohtani's going to go out there and smash home runs on one leg. Of course he is. It's crazy. This is crazy. I don't think people understand. Like, people definitely don't appreciate how insane this is. This is stupid. Like I said, he's going out there doing the Kirk Gibson every night now.
I mean, Kirk Gibson looks like he has 2 perfectly healthy legs compared to the way Ohtani is trotting around the bases right now if you watch it.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. How is he doing this? I don't understand.
Ohtani looks like he's literally running with like a pirate table leg.
It's incredible. It really is incredible. I mean, people saying like, okay, well, what can he do next? I don't know. He did 50-50. No one's going to do 50-50 again. It's going to be like 100 years till we see 50-50 again. First of all, the game's changed where guys just don't steal bases, right? So that's one. I'm sure there'll be plenty of guys that get to 50-60 home runs, but to also steal 50 bags? Okay, so he's got that record for a while. He's going to close in on Barry Bonds' all-time MVP awards list. What else can this guy do? Dude, listen, that's why when he's going on this like Cy Young side quest, like that's why he wants to do it. He must be bored of just doing all this other stuff.
That is the perfect way to describe Ohtani's Cy Young run. It is a side quest.
100% a side quest.
Because the NL MVP's locked up already.
Yeah, he's got that.
So he's like, all right, I need something else to do. Let me figure out.
I'm just so bored. I've beat the game on regular mode. So now I got to go through and get all these side quests out the way. I want 100% this game. You know, if you play video games, you know what I'm talking about. Like you try to 100% a game.
It's like trying to beat M. Bison on the most difficult level.
It's like playing the Legend of Zelda games, but trying to get 100%. You know, it's like, okay, I already beat the main quest. Let me try to figure out these side quests.
Perfect.
And let me just do this at like the best way possible. It's mind-blowing to me. We're joking around about, Manfred and all them. Like, okay, like, come on, dude. Like, this guy's healthy enough to play. But really, honestly, he's doing a Kirk Gibson right now. It's wild. Why is he playing? Why is he playing? You know why? Because he's out there smashing home runs. That's why. But it's insane. He's a superhuman. This guy's not of this world. Figure out what's in this guy's genetics. Man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like I said, he's going out there hurt. No one even questions it. And they're just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just Ohtani being Ohtani again, playing hurt. Who cares? It's just another day at the office for Ohtani. He's literally bleeding on baseballs with blisters. But he's like, it's fine. Don't take me out. I can still throw. I have bicep tightness, but I'm going to hide that from the Dodgers because I don't want to hear about it. My bicep is really tight, guys, but you know what? I don't want to hear from you guys. Just don't even talk to me. Just let me go out there and throw because I'm trying to get this Cy Young, guys. Leave me alone.
Need those innings pitched.
I need them innings, dude. Leave me alone. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. I mean, honestly, what's next, dude? Like, I like Ohtani's like also a nice guy too, you know? Can he be more of a jerk at least, you know? Like, be a jerk or something, you know? Make it so that we can't even like you, you know? I mean, that's the thing with this Dodgers run. Like, everyone wants to hate on this Dodgers run. But, this is what's funny, right? Like, the Dodgers are the new evil empire, right? Like, the Yankees were the evil empire in, like, the 90s. The Dodgers are the new evil empire in today's game, in the 2020s, right? And that's true. But much like the Yankees, when they had Derek Jeter, Shohei's that same way, where, yeah, he's on the evil empire, and you root against the evil empire every single time. You do. I mean, unless you're in the evil empire, right? Unless you're a stormtrooper. If you're a stormtrooper, you're rooting for the empire, obviously. But everyone who's not a stormtrooper is like, dude, screw these guys. But what's funny about that is even though they're saying screw these guys, no one's saying screw Ohtani. No one. No one hates on Ohtani because he's a nice guy and he just does incredible things. And I tell you what, man, if you're part of the Rebel Alliance, you got to be so dang annoyed with this guy. Like, come on, man. Stop doing incredible things and stop making us root for you. This is like if like the Rebel Alliance saw Darth Vader and was like, yo, bro, this guy's actually kind of nice, actually. This guy's nice, actually, you know? It'd be like if Darth Vader was a nice dude and you couldn't root against Darth Vader. Like, that's what's happening right now. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Crazy what is going on with Ohtani. And again, we just don't appreciate it enough. We don't. We're desensitized to the greatness of Shohei Ohtani. It's absolutely insane. It's incredible, man. I'm just bringing this up because, again, I don't want to be desensitized to greatness, dude. I don't. We're living in an era where Shohei is just absolutely smashing all boundaries. Watch it, appreciate it. Lose your mind like I'm losing my mind about Shohei on one leg smashing a leadoff home run. Let's go. I love it. I tell you what, man, we will get you more Dodger updates as they become available as well. There's another Dodger storyline, especially in regards to them going to the White House, that I want to get across as well. That's coming up next right here on The James Koh Show on the new 97.1 The Fan, your voice of LA Sports. What is cracking, Los Angeles? It is a beautiful Friday night. If you're joining me, man, I appreciate y'all. If you want to be part of that conversation, by all means, 855-97LA-FAN. We heard from Mitch in New Jersey earlier this evening. He's got to be listening to us not on terrestrial radio, no, but on the lovely Odyssey app. If you're not listening on the Odyssey app, what are we doing out here? Well, I guess you could be listening on YouTube too. We got a couple guys in the YouTube channel as well. We got Icky Grapes saying, James, would you like LeBron's jersey retired for the Lakers? Guys, I will every now and again slip into the whole we, but I mean we as in like, I don't know, like Los Angeles, I guess, you know? Honestly, I don't have a rooting interest for really any of these teams. I've just been a sports broadcaster. I've been a sports journalist for way too long, and it has just been beat out of me to have a rooting interest. I'll tell you what I root for, and I think even if you're a journalist, you can root for this. You root for a good game. And like I said about Aaron Donald coming back, or at least working out. I shouldn't say coming back. I don't want to start something here. Working out.
Costradamus.
I know, right? Working out at the Rams facility. But by the way, if that is happening, it's a done deal. It's happening. It's happening, y'all. The Brothers of Destruction are formulating. It's going to be Aaron Donald. It's going to be Myles Garrett. It's going to be a lot of fun. But like I said with that, you know what I root for? I root for spectacle. And I root for spectacular. I want to see cool stuff happen. Because when cool things happen, when awesome things happen in sports, it's a unifying force, man. People get into it. Like, remember the World Cup match where Messi scores that tying goal and that play-by-play guy just absolutely loses it? Where he's slamming on the table, his phone's falling down, man, he's just going bonkers. That's pure joy coming out of his voice. That's the kind of reaction that I'm going for. That's what I root for. So, Icky Grapes, you ask me, would I like to see LeBron's jersey retired by the Lakers? I don't have a rooting interest in that, honestly. But I will say, if we're calling a spade, if we're being fair about it, you know, he spent 8 years as a Laker. It's a long time. He won a championship for the city. And he also turned that Lakers organization and team around. They were in the wilderness before LeBron got there. Anyone who says otherwise is hating. Like, oh, the Lakers would have figured it out. No, they had plenty of time to try and figure that thing out. No, they wouldn't have. No, they would not have done that. And they got LeBron and instantaneously turned it around. In his second year, won a title with LA. And the results after that were very mixed. There's no question. Like I think they got swept out, or maybe some 4-1s along the way in the playoffs and all that kind of stuff, man. Like, so, you know, it's been a mixed bag, but it was, I don't know how you win a title and don't say it's successful. When people are taking an accounting of LeBron's tenure in LA, most people do it, again, not from this, you know, black and white perspective. It really, really becomes how tainted are your glasses? Because everyone's glasses are going to be somewhat tainted. And like I said, there's a lot of LA fans that say that there's a lot of Laker fans who say that title has an asterisk. Laker fans are saying their own title has an asterisk. Why? Because they hate LeBron. And they don't want to give LeBron credit. But if we're just looking at the resume, yeah, he deserves to get his jersey retired by the Lakers. Will it happen? I don't know. Again, I won't go so far as to say he deserves a statue. I know that was a big question. Should LeBron get a statue? No. Absolutely not. Why? Because nobody wants it. That's why. Why would you put a statue out there that nobody wants? Like, again, it's like an AI data center. Nobody wants that. Don't put that out there, bro. Do right by your people. And the people don't want that. I think the jersey is such a low lift, show of appreciation for LeBron. Like the average fan has no idea what jerseys are retired in LA. None. At Staples, Crypto, whatever you want to call it. None. As a matter of fact, I've been here my whole dang life. I could not, I'm sure I could list off 4 of them maybe. But gun to the head, list off every single retired jersey. No, I can't do that, dude. That's why I'm saying it's such a low lift. It's the bare minimum effort that you put in to respecting the guy. And by the way, he's an all-time great, right? He's one of the 2-3 best players of all time, dude. What are we talking about? Yeah, you retire that. Of course you retire that jersey. What are you talking about? Yes. So yeah, he deserves to get his jersey retired for sure. Statue, that's going a step too far. Statue, when you get a statue at a place, right? You have to be that franchise's one of their all-time franchise guys. And while LeBron is an all-time great NBA player and he brought a championship to LA and all that kind of stuff, he's not a Laker franchise guy. Magic Johnson was drafted by the Lakers. You see what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was drafted by the Lakers. Shaq was not drafted by the Lakers, but he brought LA to such a level of prominence where the league had to literally change the rules to stop Shaq. They went from outlawing zone coverage to allowing zone coverage. Why? Because the league couldn't stop Shaq. He was that much of a game changer. So yeah, when you roll through and you lead the way, and listen, I don't want to hear it, okay? Kobe was the Robin to Shaq's Batman. Was he important? Sure, he was. Absolutely, of course. But there's no question he was the second best player on that championship run. During that Lakers dynasty, he was the number 2. It is straight up revisionist history to say otherwise. Straight up. Shaq was getting other big guys paid. That's what was so crazy. Jim McIlvain and Greg Ostertag and them. They're getting ridiculous contracts because the league just felt oh my God, there's not enough 7-footers in this world. There's not enough 7-footers in this world. If we have a 7-footer in this building, we have to pay him. Otherwise, we can't stop Shaq. He was the most dominant basketball player of his era by far, no question. So yeah, that guy deserves a statue. For sure. 100%. Chick Hearn has a statue. I remember when they put that up, I'm dude, this is awesome. As a sports broadcaster dude myself, as somebody who has won the Chick Hearn Scholarship Award, yeah, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, yeah, he deserves it. You know what I mean? It's guys that just are through and through Lakers or made such an impact that you can't deny their statue. I don't know. That's not LeBron. But he's an all-timer. I'll tell you what, when you ask me what my top 5 NBA basketball players are of all time, it's LeBron 1, Mike 2, Shaq 3. Because at his height, no one could stop him. The league as a whole could not stop Shaq. That's my 1, 2, 3. I'll throw Magic in there too. Why? Because I believe in team basketball. That's why. I've watched enough hoops, especially on the international stage, where teams that don't have athletes are beating the U.S. or at least staying competitive with the U.S. Why are they doing that? Because of team basketball. That's why. Because if you actually know hoops, you understand that team basketball overcomes a lot of athleticism. And I feel like we have, again, despite the fact that there are all these international players who are the best in the league, who are not the best athletes. Luka's not the best athlete. Nikola Jokic is not the, good Lord, he is not the best athlete. Although, have you seen him recently? My boy looks like he is in shape now.
That 27-28 offseason.
I am.
That's what he's ready for.
Dude, he's gearing up. He looks like he is ready.
He knows what's coming.
But again, I'm just saying the best players in the NBA, a lot of the best players in the NBA are not the most athletic. They just got a really good handle on fundamentals in team basketball, man. And when you're doing that, you're winning. So, yeah, Magic in my top 5, that's why. He elevated all the other guys on the court with him. I don't know, man. So, anyways, there you go. Does LeBron deserve to get his jersey retired? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious, yes. No statue, though. That's a step too far. That is a step too far. Man, we got a lot to go through here. I can't believe I have still not talked about this whole drama surrounding the Dodgers visiting the White House, man. And we really haven't gotten too deep into Bam punching out Tyler Hero. I need that. We need to go through it, man. We do. We absolutely need to go through it. And we need to talk about top 5 teammate beefs. I'll tell you what else we need to talk about. We need to talk about who the F. I got a great player, one of my favorite players. He's so random. Y'all are going to love this, man. That's all coming up after the break here. You are listening to The James Coe Show on the brand new 97.1 The Fan, your voice of LA sports. Stay with us. Yo! What's cracking, everybody? James Coe here with you. Man. I say this every show. Show's going by quick, though, man. We start hour number 3 as we take you to the top of the 10 o'clock hour. Got a comment here on the YouTube side. Somebody, I think it's Amal Brew. Maybe I'm getting that right. I don't know. Amal Brew, maybe. LeBron did more harm than good, forcing his son on the team, forcing Westbrook on the team. Bro, they won a championship. Dog, they won a championship, man. That, I don't think you understand. Like, that negates so much. That negates having Westbrook on the team.
Yeah, I mean, when LeBron showed up, they had 16. When he left, they have 17.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me getting Westbrook and getting Bronny. By the way, they got Westbrook on like the cheapest deal ever, dude. It's not even like they had to overpay to get Westbrook. Westbrook was a good bargain. It just didn't work out. Now I'm so confused, man.
I mean, look, LeBron
go.
Leaves his franchises looking like the end of a Rick and Morty episode.
Okay, can I address that?
Just
man?
destruction.
Can I address that?
But not this time, you know.
Can I address that? This is and I love this because people always use this as a negative on LeBron, like he leaves his franchises behind and they're horrendous. Guys, that is not LeBron. That is not LeBron's fault. What that shows you is that the teams were trash and that LeBron is carrying a trash team to the finals. That is not on LeBron. That's on the GM. If the GM compiles a team that is so garbage that when LeBron leaves, they win 12 games or 15 games or whatever, that's not a LeBron thing. If anything, him leaving and the teams being that terrible tell you how dang good LeBron is. When he leaves and the franchise is trash, that's not let me repeat myself. When he leaves and the franchise is trash, that's on the GM. Stop putting that on LeBron. That's so dumb. Stop it. Stop it. If anything, it proves the exact opposite of what y'all are trying to say. It proves that when he leaves, he was carrying a trash unit deep into the playoffs. When KD left the Warriors, they're still out there winning, they're still making deep playoff runs. If Steph were to leave the Warriors tomorrow, how many games are they winning? How many? 20? Fewer? That roster would be so garbage. Horrible. That's a Steph issue? Or is that the front office? Because they just could not draft guys. They couldn't get good free agents. They haven't developed guys in Golden State. They had a guy in Jonathan Kuminga, and they couldn't get the best out of him, so they traded him for freaking Kristaps Porzingis, who's going to give you 35 games a season. If Steph were to leave and Golden State wins 20 games, you're telling me that's a Steph problem? No, you're not. All of a sudden, that's a Steve Kerr problem. All of a sudden, we're deflecting now. All of a sudden, that's a front office problem, right? Because we like Steph, right? We don't like LeBron. He leaves their trash. That's LeBron's problem. No, that actually proves the exact opposite. That he's a dang good player. Just like Steph is a dang good player. That the front office has let this roster die on the vine. That's the issue, guys. It's not a LeBron thing. He's 42 years old now, too, by the way. It's like, come on, man. Like, what do you mean? What do you want from this guy? And again, I'm not even this is what drives me crazy. Like, I'm not even a LeBron guy. Like, that's what drives me nuts. I'm not. But the arguments of why he is bad is so ridiculous. It's ass backwards. It makes no logical sense. Apply what you are saying to any other superstar in this league. Obviously, when you're one of the top 3 or 4 players of all time, when you leave that franchise, they're in way worse shape. Obviously. How is that even a criticism? How? He left these franchises in shambles? No, he didn't. The GMs did that. That's why he left. If the roster was good, he would have stayed and kept winning championships. If you want to make the argument, like a lot of people have, that he's quote unquote chasing rings, that I can buy. That I will get behind. I would counter that by saying, why can't a player want to be on a good team? That's bad now? Is it? They've been doing it for the entirety of the NBA, especially at 42 years old. Again, we give a pass to Scottie Pippen when he goes to Portland. Why? Because he's older. We give a pass to Kevin Garnett when he goes to Boston to play with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. Why? Because he's older. But Lord knows we are not giving LeBron a pass at the age of 42 to go to a better team. Lord knows. I'm just saying, man, can we at least be consistent with the hate? At least be consistent. Listen, if you're like 15 years old and you're new to the NBA, whatever, fine, it's cool. We're good, you know? But I'm talking to fans who have been watching this league for more than 5 years. If you've been watching this league for 20 years, 30 years like me, these are the parallels. You can draw upon history and you can draw upon the criticisms that these guys got later in their careers, which, by the way, was none. Was none. I'll tell you what the real issue is. The real issue is that if LeBron ends up getting more rings than Michael Jordan, then the Mike fans can't handle it. Then they can't handle it. That's the real issue. You hate LeBron. You don't want to see him succeed because you don't like him as a player. Or maybe you don't like him as a person. How you don't like him as a person, I don't know. Look, I know Bill Reiter's got like a bunch of history with him. That's fine. If Bill doesn't like LeBron, that's fine. Trust me. That's fine. He has spent a lot of time around LeBron, dude. And if he don't like him, that's cool. But like random dude at home hating on yo, what are we doing? What? He's been nothing but a great dad to his sons. He's never been in trouble with the law. He doesn't have baby mama drama. What are we doing out here? He's not shirtless in his driveway doing sit-ups, talking to the media, bro. If y'all want to hate, it's pretty tenuous. Y'all are hating on him for something he did, in 2006 or whatever, 20 years ago or whatever, doing the decision. You didn't like the fact that he made a whole spectacle out of him going somewhere in free agency. Okay, that's cool. I get it. The decision was annoying. I agree with that.
By the way, did you see that Donovan Mitchell was there at the Boys and Girls Club?
No way. Is that real?
Yes.
No
16
way.
years ago, Donovan Mitchell was sitting in that Boys and Girls Club.
Wow.
When LeBron made that decision. How about that?
Wow, that's amazing. That's incredible. I love that. Man, okay. I don't know why I have become this station's. Why have I become LA's? Not just this station. I've become Los Angeles's LeBron defender. It's absolute. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that. I'm not that guy. I love LeBron the player, period. Is he slightly annoying? Yes. have that same energy when other players are doing literal criminal activities. It's all in relation, man. It's crazy. Y'all just don't want to see a player succeed. Listen, that's called being a hater. That is called being a hater. I'll tell you, you're not going to find me doing that. I'm like, people treat LeBron like he's been like Draymond Green on the court or something, like punching out his teammates and stuff. Like, what? What are you talking about? People hate on him because he flops. Like, oh, they call him La Flop or whatever. Yeah, okay. I mean, sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm the number one guy that's telling you I hate foul baiting. I'm out here calling SGA the corporate champ, dude. I get it. I understand that part of it. But it's all got to be in relation, man. It's all got to be. How did I turn into LA's biggest LeBron defender? This doesn't make any damn sense. I don't even like him that much. Like, he does annoying things, just like I was talking about with like the whole Rich Paul thing, like sending them voice notes and whatnot, dude. Hey, yo, we got sound on that, Kane? On the Rich Paul thing? I feel like we do. My guy Kane did the research, man. Like, he was like, find them sound bites. Rich Paul. Yeah, this was, okay, so this was on, what was it, Kane, on NBA TV?
NBA Today.
Oh, NBA Today.
Shouts to Hannah Storm.
And Hannah Storm gave him a little zinger. Take a listen.
Hey, Rich, when you find out, just send us a voice memo, okay? Just a voice memo will do. Just send us that, and we'll...
Shams finds these things out. Don't tell me how he finds these things out. I really have no idea how he finds these things out. I did not tell him that, but he found it out, and, you know, he had the information. But, yeah, the guy's unbelievable. But, you know, when he knows, I guess the rest of us will know, and I look forward to it.
Dude. You said that, was that Hannah Storm? Was that Hannah Storm, Ken?
Hannah Storm, yeah.
Oh, man. Shout out to Hannah Storm, dude.
The OG.
What a zinger. Absolute legend. Oh, what a zinger that was. You know what? Rich Paul actually handled that well.
I mean, when you kind of get caught with your pants down, you know, you just gotta play along.
Oh, man.
Emperor had no clothes on there for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the more ridiculous stories that I have heard for sure. You know, like, you're not allowed to talk to LeBron straight away. Like, you got to go through Rich Paul.
And that's why Hannah Storm, being the OG journalist she is, she's like, yo, this is ludicrous.
It is.
I'm going to call you out on this and be like, this is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Hannah Storm not worried about the
you.
clutch black trucks pulling up to the crib, I see.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Hannah
Like,
Storm,
that's
OG.
great. No, that was so awesome, dude. When you find out, send us a voice note. Yo, what?
I love that Hannah Storm was like 10 toes down. You know, who really, I mean, that was Hannah Storm by proxy talking for like the millions of journalists
100% it was.
and NBA GMs who
Yes.
were kind of like bored
Oh, my
of
God.
LeBron's antics
This
here.
is stupid.
And
It's
Rich Paul's like,
so dumb.
I didn't tell Shams. All right.
Okay, all right.
Cat. Le Cat.
Hey, listen, he doesn't need to tell because, like, you know, I'm sure everyone else is telling Shams, like, yo, can you believe this?
and Rich Paul doesn't need to tell Shams because Rich Paul's telling it on his podcast.
Correct. You know?
So, you know, even if you didn't tell
Golly.
Shams, you did indirectly by telling the rest of us.
Unbelievable, dude. It's just crazy. This is so stupid. What a world we live in where high-level NBA execs have to send Rich Paul voice memos. Like, what? Like I said yesterday, man, we might as well just go all the way, bro. Like, have them make you a TikTok video. Have them make you a TikTok and send you that TikTok that you can then forward to LeBron, dude, you know?
They're going to be doing TikTok videos to Young Miami's Spin Dat.
You know? Like,
That's the new trending song.
oh, I love it. They're
What
gonna
am I scamming?
these execs are gonna have to open up CapCut and find like a nice template. You know, find you a nice template, dog.
CapCut, by the way, is the way you get the most views on TikTok because TikTok owns CapCut.
Correct.
So that's why the algorithm pushes it.
And
As
they
NBA
love it.
GMs know, of course. NBA GMs
course,
know
I
all
mean,
this
of course,
information, all
of
the
course.
metadata.
Oh my God. I'm gonna share a story. I knew somebody who was an executive, and this person was doing was in the room talking about streaming rights. This is like many years ago. I don't know how many. Maybe like 5 years ago. And this person is in the room talking about streaming to sports executives. And again, I don't want to talk about the franchise or whatever because I don't want to out this person. But this person is in this room talking to owners and executives. And they were asking this person legitimate questions like, okay, so when you stream, how does it get to your TV? These are the owners and executives. They have no idea how this stuff works. No clue. They don't understand streaming. They don't understand the internet. They don't understand internet culture, for God's sakes. They just don't understand how regular people live. It's a room full of 100 millionaires and billionaires. They have no idea what the price of bread is. They're like, why are you complaining about gas prices? It only went up 50 cents. That's nothing. Who cares? What is 50 cents to a billionaire? When you got to pay an extra $300 a week for gas, what billionaires looking at that being like, why does that matter? That's 1 cent of interest, or that's one second of interest for me. They're not living in that world, dude. They have no clue. That's why it's funny and funnier that Rich Paul is requiring these same people to then send a voice note, bro. Dog, I don't know how to send. I've never in my life sent a voice note. And I am boomer adjacent. I get that. I'm boomer adjacent, y'all. But I will be damned if somebody's like, no, you got to send me a voice note. Brother, I'm going to send you a text message like a grown-ass man. What are you talking about? I'm not sending you a voice note, dude. Stop it. As a matter of fact, I'll send you an email. How about that? I'll send you an email. I'm going to send you a Zoom request. Okay? How about that? I'm not sending you a voice note. Bro, and again, if I got a voice note, I wouldn't even, how do I forward that to somebody? I don't know. I literally have no idea. Somebody did once send me a voice note on Instagram. And that's it. Like, I've never dealt with that in my whole life.
Voice note on Instagram?
Is that not a thing?
That sounds like heavy breathing involved with that.
No.
Okay. James Cole.
Oh, actually, no, I take that back. 2 times I got a voice note. One I scrubbed from my memory because it was very racist.
Was it from the Paraguay senator?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No.
After she sent a voice note to you, she didn't text about Mbappe?
Yeah. No, she did not call me a colonized Korean or something, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, man, you know your history, though, ma'am. I'm upset, but you know your history.
Exactly, man. Like, all right. Let's go and give you a Dodgers baseball update. Uh-oh. All right. We are in the bottom of the 4th, but in the top of the 4th, the Arizona Diamondbacks tacked on 2 more runs. Oh, boy. It was a 2-run shot. Who hit this one here? Tim Tower.
Tim the Tool Man Tower.
First of all, it's a great name. It's Tim Tower. 2-run shot. And tacked on 2 runs there on top of the 4th. So, yeah, man. Again, it's a bullpen game because Shohei Ohtani was supposed to pitch. Tim Tower, by the way, oh my goodness gracious. Tim Tower's hitting 155 on the season. 155.
Brother,
And he's got 1 home run on the season. This was his 2nd home run.
Brother,
That's wild.
Diamondbacks baseball. That's what that is.
Correct. Tim Tower, baby. Let's go. What's going on, man? That's crazy. So, again, the fourth inning just ended. They're going into the top of the fifth. So, again, when these updates come in, I will try my best to give you some of these updates, man. You know what? I know we still got a couple minutes here, but you know what? I'm going to take a little bit of an early break. When we come back, again, controversy surrounding the Dodgers and their upcoming visit to the White House. Now, Kike Hernandez is chiming in here as well. Give you that update on the backside of this break. You're listening to The James Coe Show on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Yo, what's cracking, everybody? James Coe here with you. Come on, let's go. Fast and approaching the 9 o'clock hour. The show's going to be with you till the 10 o'clock hour, baby. Let's go. Man, we're having fun out here. Dodgers right now, top of the fifth. They are facing the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Diamondbacks have put another run on the board. It is now currently 5-2 in the top of the fifth. Shohei was supposed to go. Obviously, he's got a knee issue. They need to drain the knee. They need to put some injections in the knee. And now it's a bullpen game. And as a result, the Arizona Diamondbacks offense, which is very vanilla, has put together 5 runs in the 5th inning. It's not good, but, that being said, 14.5, game lead. It's fine. It's fine. Interesting story here from Dodgers beat reporter for the OC Register in Bill Plunkett. He spoke with Kike Hernandez, who said he will not be going to the White House when the Dodgers visit July 23rd because he will be on rehab assignment in the minors. Plunkett, being a good journalist, asked a follow-up question. Would Kike go if he were on the active roster? And Kike answered, probably not. This is a player in Kike Hernandez who has openly supported Pride Month. Last year, in an Instagram post in response to immigration raids in LA, he wrote a very long post on Instagram, of which it included, "I am saddened and infuriated by what's happening in our country and our city. Los Angeles and Dodger fans have welcomed me, supported me, shown me nothing but kindness and love. I cannot stand to see our community being violated, profiled, abused, and ripped apart. All people deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, and human rights. #CityOfImmigrants. So again, he's been, I don't want to say at the forefront, because obviously Kike Hernandez he's a local cult hero type of guy, but he's not on the national stage, right? But he has let his feelings be known. He's been, again, very openly supportive of Pride Month. He's, married with kids and all that, but supported Pride Month, man. He's talking about these ICE raids and how that bothered him. As a matter of fact, he said he was infuriated. And remember, ICE was trying to come to Dodger Stadium, and Dodger Stadium said no. They did let him in the parking lot, though. And that upset a lot of fans. So what do the Dodgers do? They turn around, they donate $1.1 million. Quote, towards direct financial assistance for families of immigrants impacted by recent events in the region. They didn't name ICE, but obviously this is an ICE post, right? Now, the reason this is an issue is because, again, so much of Los Angeles, exactly what Kike said, it's a city of immigrants. So many immigrants support the Dodgers. To see the Dodgers go to the White House and shake hands, glad hand, with one of the most divisive presidents in U.S. history, you can understand why a lot of Dodger fans don't like that. You can understand it. You may not agree with it, but you can understand it. So, again, this is Kike Hernandez responding to that. Remember, Mookie Betts said he was undecided at one point if he, and that he wanted to talk it over with his family when they visited last year. Right? After winning his first World Series with the Boston Red Sox in 2018, Mookie Betts skipped the Red Sox trip to the White House that following year during Trump's first term. Now, he ended up going and doing the thing, and he wanted to be more about the team and less about him, and that's why he went. Dave Roberts indicated in comments to the LA Times in 2019, now this is a while back now, in 2019, that he might not go to the White House if Trump were president. Now, he also participated in last year's ceremony. But he was asked about what his stance was in regards to going to the White House this year. Take a listen.
This took a long time to get both sides together, and honestly, like I've always said, my company line, my personal line is I hope that we get this invitation every year, because that's the goal, to win a championship, to get this invitation to the White House. And I'm not a politician, and I'm doing something that teams have done for decades, you know, and so that's where I stand, really. I'm a baseball coach. That's what I do. But I'm sure a lot of guys are going to participate and be there, and this is an individual choice, but I do expect a lot of our guys to be there.
How much, or like, what was the discussion like just within the team kind of leading up to this, especially given like the travel logistics that are going to go into it?
I think there was a lot of unknown. And then we got word, I mean, yesterday or 2 days ago, that it was official. And then kind of, it was an off day, it's an off day. And then how could we work this out logistically, and kind of a lot of phone calls, texts, and communication internally.
So there was Dave Roberts talking about how he didn't want to keep it, make it political, you know? And again, for me, quote, this is a quote, for me, I'm going to continue to try to do what tradition says and not try to make political statements because I am not a politician. I think that's fair too. Absolutely fair statement. I think that's a fair, point of view. Now, he did indicate in the past that he would have had some hesitation with Trump in office there, but he's kind of sort of backed off of that wholeheartedly and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to make it about baseball. And if I couch myself in baseball, then it's not political. And again, I think that's fair. I do. But clearly, he acknowledges the fact that there are a number of players who are uncomfortable with going to the White House. Because why? Because he said it's an individual choice. When you say it's an individual choice, you are acknowledging that you are hearing whispers that not everyone is thrilled about going. To me, I almost wonder, is it too divisive to go? Forget about the outside noise. I'm talking about internally. If there are a handful of players, and obviously Mookie Betts, I think it's fair to say Mookie Betts doesn't want to go. I think it's fair to say Mookie Betts will go, and he will do it for the team. But again, if we're talking about it being a divisive issue for the team, then why go? I think that conversation probably could happen as well. I tell you what, man. I tell you what. If they talked about the White House visit as a team and they decided not to go, I don't think you could blame them for that either. Obviously, a lot of Latino players on here. Ton of quote unquote, ton of immigrant players on here. I don't want to just bucket the Latinos because I tell you what, man, Asian people getting targeted as well. There's a lot of Asians on this team, obviously. That's what's great about sports, man. That's what's great about baseball. It is truly, truly, truly an international game. More than any other sport. Truly international. Basketball's an international game too, guys. I mean, I obviously recognize that, but the Americans dominate, There's just so many Americans that dominate. Meanwhile, I mean, what clubhouse in the majors doesn't have a translator? Multiple translators. You got to have it, If you've ever been inside of a major league clubhouse, man, it's a scene in there, man. It's an absolute scene, Like, you know, you got the Asian folks hanging out with the other Asian folks, the Latino folks hanging out with the other Latino folks, and the white folks hanging out with the white folks. And look, it's a scene, but man, they're there and it's a team, bro. I mean, honestly, look, baseball locker rooms are very uncomfortable and weird sometimes, but I tell you what, man, when they are relaxed, it's one of the best locker rooms you can go to. It really is. It's really cool. I think baseball locker rooms are pretty neat. And again, sometimes they're just overly tense. Like it's I don't know. Some of them are just so like uppity, you know? But when you get when they get loose and it's like comfy, man, it's fun in there. It's a scene. It's a zoo. It's cool. But again, Kike Hernandez telling Bill Plunkett of the OC Register that he probably would not go. Dave Roberts saying it's an individual choice. This is all indications that not everyone is thrilled about going to the Trump White House, man. And again, listen, guys, I'm not making it political either. I'm just saying for the sake of the team, do you want to have this hanging over your head? The fans have almost universally hated it. You could disagree with me all you want, but for the most part, the fans in a culturally diverse Los Angeles area have hated this decision by the team to go. Some people obviously support it. I'm not saying it's like 100% or something ridiculous. I'm just saying, you know, the majority of people hate this decision. And again, it just becomes divisive, man. And if it is divisive, the path of least resistance is actually to not go. Believe it or not. Because the people who really do want to go, first of all, they've probably already gone. So they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, who cares? And then, again, they're probably just like, yeah, man, whatever, we're not going to go. Who cares? I don't want to go to the White House anyways. What difference does it make? But it really is an affront to some of these players to go and glad hand, again, a guy who is sending ICE units to Democratic cities and states and really trying to round up immigrants and threaten immigrants and make it uncomfortable for immigrants. You really can't blame some of these players for not wanting to go. And if it becomes a divisive issue, I'm at the point where I just think, listen, I think it's actually less divisive for the team to not go. Obviously, that would get picked up on Fox News and, like, you know, all of them would just start going crazy for no reason because they ain't got nothing else to talk about, man. They definitely don't want to talk about them policies. Nope. Got to talk about whether or not baseball team's going to go to the dang White House, man.
And Caitlin Clark.
And Caitlin Clark for no damn reason at all.
Was it too hard of a foul?
Caitlin Clark's like, no, dude.
Was it too hard of a foul? Who is this, Alyssa Thomas?
Don't talk to me. It's like, don't talk about me. Don't come for me, bro. Like, she's got to be like, oh, man, what's going on? Anyways, hey, we got to step away. When we come back, more of the James Coe Show right here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Hey, yo! What is cracking, Los Angeles? Having a good old time on a Friday night? Man, anyone who's listening to this show on a Friday night, I love y'all, man. Here we are, fast approaching the 9 o'clock hour. Hopefully you're listening to this show getting ready to go out and have fun, man. That's what I want for everybody out there.
Little pregame action.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little pregame, dude. You know, somebody who strikes me as not wanting to do any pregame at all is Luke Cornett of the San Antonio Spurs. Now, okay, the internet is saying that this is Luke Cornett sending a voice memo to try and recruit LeBron. That's what the internet is saying, that it's a quote-unquote leaked voice memo from Luke Cornett. My thought is that either one, it could be AI. You never know. But I would actually think that it's just Luke Cornett trying to be really, really funny. But this was Luke Cornett trying to recruit LeBron via voice memo.
Hey, LeBron, Mr. James, LeBron. It's Luke Cornett, number 7 of the San Antonio Spurs. You yelled at me a little bit last week, last year. Anywho, yeah, I just wanted to, kind of extend the invitation to come over here to San Antonio. We got a great thing going. A lot of young talent, It's an easy place to live, tax-free, That's always something. You can play alongside, a generational player, and Victor too. Anyways, yeah, SeaWorld, La Panaderia, if it's bussin'. I think you'd love it. We have a guest room available if you need some time to kind of figure things out on your end. We'd be open our doors. Also a great place for kids, which I don't know, what age or how many. Oh, I know how old one of your kids is, 450 and all. But yeah, you should just come swing on by, try it out. I'd love to have you. I think it could be a swell old time.
This guy, he's low key cooking, dude. He's low key a comedian, man. That's not bad.
I mean, I didn't picture him as such a fun guy after he wanted to cancel Atlantic Hawks Magic City night.
If y'all are not aware of this story, Luke Cornett wrote a relatively long post. I don't know, maybe like 1,000 words. No, not even. It looks like it's like maybe like 700 words.
Single space MLA format.
700 words on Medium.com. I like the fact that he used Medium.com and did not use like Twitter. He didn't use Instagram. He's really getting it to where the young people are at. Medium.com.
Not even Substack.
Not a Substack. Okay. Not even like where the new ones are at. Like the new ones are on Beehive right now, bro. Like Medium.com, man. I love that he wrote a thing on Medium.com. The headline of it is Concerning the Atlanta Hawks. That's the title of his Medium.com column, man. That's great, dude. And like, I don't know what his background is, man, but he's like obviously like got low key humor. He can write a little bit, but it's like my guy Kane just said, he wrote this open letter and posted it. And basically it was just like, hey man, why are we having this Magic City promotion for the Atlanta Hawks? Because, as the business itself boasts, he writes, it's Atlanta's premier strip club. Given this fact, this is what he wrote, given this fact, I would like to respectfully ask that the Atlanta Hawks cancel this promotional night with Magic City. The NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and partners that we know and love. That is Luke Cornett. That's the kind of guy Luke Cornett is. And the crazy thing is, because he made that happen, Atlanta was like, yeah, all right, you caught us. You got us. You got us now.
I would say the NBA was like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because all Atlanta wanted to do was introduce everybody to lemon pepper wings.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is the only reason why you should go to Magic City.
Okay.
Nothing else. Those wings are delicious, brother. I'm telling you.
I don't doubt that they are. Okay. Can I? Okay. I'm okay. I'm going to out myself here, okay? Listen.
It's just us talking.
I have not been to Magic City. I've been to Atlanta a number of times, but I have not been to Magic City. Okay. I'm not into strip clubs, to be honest with you. I went when I was a young man. I have been exactly 3 times in my life. Exactly 3 times. And they were all in my 20s. And one time I had a coworker say, I'm not going to name names here, but I had a coworker. By the way, this is before I was in the media. I had a coworker say, hey man, let's go get lunch. This club has an amazing lunch deal. I'm like, okay, cool. I am willing to give this a try. And now, to be fair to my coworker, the fried chicken there was legitimately good, like crazy good. And I was like, wow, this fried chicken is really good. It was a $5 special. You had to pay $5, and it was a lunch buffet.
Fire!
Do they do that at Magic City? Is it a lunch? Is it a food buffet, or you order per dish or something?
I mean, it's high quality food, so they're not going to buffet it.
Okay.
It's a la carte.
Okay, good. Okay, so this place was all you can eat. This sounds so weird because when you say all you can eat and you're at the strip club, bro, like this is not going well. Anyways, I took 2 bites of the chicken and I was like, dude, I gotta leave, man. Like I'm sorry, dude, but like when you are eating fried chicken, of all things, like, or just eating any food at all, I do not need to be seeing butts. I don't need to see butts when I am trying to eat my food, man.
You didn't enjoy any thighs with your wings?
None of that works for me, dude. Like, I know that must be like a thing for some people, but for me, I'm like, dog, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to get Subway. Like, this is not working for me, man. Like, and by the way, it's a great deal. It was a great $5 lunch buffet, and the fried chicken was legitimately good. But gentlemen, real talk now. Talk to me now, gentlemen. 855-97 LA fan. Talk to me now. What are y'all doing? I just can't eat in that scenario. Like, I cannot eat in that environment, bro. Like, it just doesn't, it's like, it's just gross. It's just gross. I feel gross. I feel bad for the ladies because, listen, this is like midweek afternoon talent. I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling this, man. None of this is good. None of it. Why do people eat at strip clubs? Like, I'm confused. Why do they do this? Man, I just don't know. I'm very...
I mean, it's literally a bang for your buck.
You see what I'm saying? You can't even say regular, like, phrases at the strip club. Like, yeah, like, you want thighs with those wings? You want bang for the buck?
You want fries with that?
It's finger licking good. Like, none of that stuff works.
Perfect.
None of it. It's all gross.
You think Luke Cornett was telling LeBron, I mean, we ain't got mad, but we got Coyote Ugly, which is right on the Riverwalk, by the way.
I love that Cornett was talking about it's bussin'. Like,
by the way, did Luke Cornett not have Rich Paul's number to send a voice note?
This is why I like Luke Cornett.
Put it on
man.
YouTube.
Like, he's just making jokes here, dude. This is great. I love it. He knows exactly what he's doing, dude, you know? Gentlemen, do me a favor. Stop eating at the strip club, man. Just stop it. All right, you're listening to 97.1, The Fan, the new voice of LA Sports. What is cracking, Los Angeles? Top of the 9 o'clock hour, baby. Last hour of the James Coe Show. I love y'all, man. How can I not love y'all? How can I not love the listeners tuning in on Friday night, baby? James Coe here with you. Got my main man Kane behind the glass. What's cracking, dude? How you doing?
Better than Tyler Hero's face.
Correct. Can't wait to jump into that, man. It's crazy. But first, we give you a Dodgers update.
Dodger baseball.
Boys and girls, it's not looking good. It's pretty ugly out in the streets of Chavez Ravine. It is currently 8-2 as the Arizona Cardinals scored 2 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th, and then 2 runs in the 6th. It has been an absolute, utter nightmare in the field for the Dodgers. They've got 3 errors through 6 innings of fielding work. That is pretty bad. You know what? I tell you what, if they're going to get it all out the system, just get it all out now. They might as well. They're getting blown out, dudes. They're getting absolutely blown. It's a bullpen game today, and there is not a single bullpen member who has pitched well, not a one. They've got 4 pitchers in. Every single pitcher has given up at least 1 earned run. Woof. 6 earned, 2 unearned because of 3 Dodger errors. Man, that's tough. Man, did you guys see this this post from Harry Kane? Or this post about Harry Kane? Is Harry Kane an idiot? That's my question for you. He was quoted as saying, when the president invites you somewhere, he's talking about President Trump, when the president invites you somewhere, it was a pretty surreal experience just to meet him and to play golf with him, said Harry Kane. Again, this is the lead man for the English Football Club. His golf is pretty good, to be honest. I hope I can play golf as well as him when I'm his age. That's for sure. That, according to England captain Harry Kane. Bro, are you stupid, bro? Does Harry Kane not know about the Trump sports curse? Harry Kane must be an idiot. Must be.
First of all, King Charles is like, what the F, bruv? I haven't golfed with you. So we'll talk about that later. But secondly, do they not cover American politics on the BBC?
They absolutely do.
Has he not?
They absolutely do.
Does he not know what's happening? Did he not see Game 3 of the Knicks? Did he not see the whole, red card World Cup situation with Maligan and getting
involved?
It just
happened.
Are we not?
That's what I'm saying. The Trump sports curse just happened.
It's pretty new.
What?
Very fresh.
Are you?
2 recent incidents.
Harry Kane, are you stupid? What are you doing? You're about to play a red-hot Norway team right now. Holland coming down the sidelines, man. Chasing you down. They're about to row that boat. Norway about to row that boat, man. Dog, what? Harry Kane, are you? I'm being serious. Are you stupid? What are you doing, Harry Kane? I just talked about this, I think, last night. The Trump sports curse.
He should have been listening back on the Odyssey app, that Harry Kane.
Let me lay this out for you, okay? Obviously, we know about the men's national team getting blown out by Belgium after he interfered, Trump. U.S. gets blown out 4-1. He went to Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Knicks, prior to that point, had won 13 straight games. He shows up, they lose. He leaves, they win. Last year, he was the first sitting U.S. president to go to an NFL game. He watches the Washington Commanders at home in Washington, D.C. They get absolutely obliterated, 44-22 by Detroit. Detroit's Amon-Ra St. Brown does a Trump dance, and the Lions, who were favored to win the division, don't make the playoffs. In September, Trump went to support the U.S. in the Reiter Cup. Again, first sitting U.S. president to attend. Europe won. It was Europe's first win on U.S. soil in 13 years. In January, he went to Miami to watch the national championship game. Miraculously, the Miami Hurricanes were luckily playing at home. Remember, there's no home game in the national championship game. They had predetermined that this was going to be in Miami, and somehow, some way, the Miami Hurricanes are playing in this game in Miami. Trump is in Miami watching the national championship game, and guess what? Miami loses 27-21 at Indiana. During his first term, Donald Trump goes to watch the Nationals at home. Again, this is in D.C. This is in the World Series. The Nats get absolutely smoked by Houston, 7-1. Guess what? He didn't go for Game 7. Guess what? They won. You know how Brittany Mahomes is a Trumper? Trump went to the Super Bowl in 2025. I believe he was the first U.S. president to go to a Super Bowl. U.S. sitting president, I should say. And he said openly that he was rooting for Kansas City. Didn't say why, but I'm assuming it's because of Brittany Mahomes. They got absolutely shelled by Philly. One of the worst games you've ever seen KC play in years. They lost 40-22. Let me tell you something, folks. If you're not that familiar with that game, it wasn't even that close. They got blown out by 18 points, and it felt like 40. They got destroyed. They got hammered. In April of 2025, he went to UFC 314. When American fighters fought against non-American fighters, they went 1-6. The only American to win, a Mexican-American. Let's go. That is the Trump sports curse when he has been a president. Harry Kane, what are you doing, dog? By the way, this is like well publicized. The sports curse, this is like not a new thing. I'm not breaking ground here, dog. Like, everyone has been talking about the sports curse. Yo, England's about to get absolutely rode up on, dude. They're about to get rode on, man. What's going to be the final score? 3-1?
It might be 3-0, dog.
Might be 3-0?
Hat trick Holland.
Oh, man.
I mean, Jordan Pickford, the England goalkeeper.
He's great.
You know.
Look, he's been really good. But
he's finna be touched by it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're all
that's what I'm
gonna
saying.
get affected.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Venom.
You know? Harry Kane, what are you thinking, dog? Are you insane? Are you insane? Wow. If I'm Harry Kane and I went to go play golf with Donald Trump, and I'm in the World Cup, the last thing I'm doing is I'm not talking about that at all. That is the last thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Trump bought it up. He's like, yeah, I played golf with him a couple. Everyone was like, wait, when that happened? We don't recall that. And then Kane confirmed it. And
what an idiot.
If I was Kane, I just would have no hable español.
I'm sorry, I don't speak English.
No hable español, bruv. Yeah, I just would have, hey, man, I don't speak English, but I don't speak the King's English.
Sorry, dude, I can't understand what you're saying. You're speaking American, I speak English.
I speak English.
Okay. Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying because you're speaking American.
Yeah, you speak president, I speak governor.
Okay. I speak English, you speak American. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Or just be like, hey man, let's keep it football. Let's keep it football. Bruv, let's keep it football. That's what I would have said. The last thing I'm doing is then extolling the virtues of Donald Trump. I hope I get to play as well as he does. He's an incredible golfer. When I get to his age, I hope I play as well as he does. Like, dude, y'all are toast, dude.
And then the monkey paw finger bent.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are toast. England's done, dude. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's everybody's, like, I got two of my homegirls in a WhatsApp chat in London, and they were, like, just chatting me. They was like, what have you done?
What have you done, Harry Kane? What have you done?
They were, like, really, like, kirking out on me. And they were just like, what's wrong with you? Are you mad because you lost? And I'm like, I have nothing to do with this. I have anything to do with this.
Unbelievable, dude. Oh, my God. And I tell you what, man, if England doesn't lose, it's not going to be like Harry Kane is cursed. Like, he's done. Harry Kane is done. Maybe Bellingham like comes through. That's the dude, right? Bellingham?
Jude Bellingham. Yep.
Yeah. Bellingham's going to come through, maybe. But I think they're toasty toast, dude.
My homegirl said, why couldn't you get the Kwanzaa red card reversed? I'd rather that. Because one of the English players got a red card, so he's not going to play. So,
dude, this is tough, man. What Kane, Harry Kane, sir, what are you thinking, dude? Terrible decision-making process here. Man, okay. We move on. Dude, Bam Adebayo punching Tyler Hero. The internet is ablaze. We talked to hey, we got that Dragon Ball Z punch in there somewhere? I feel like we do. Where's that one at, dude? Give me that one. Give me some anime sounds. Bam Adebayo punched Tyler Hero. The internet's ablaze. We talked to Notorious Om Youngmoon-suk, the NBA, ESPN NBA reporter who's out in Vegas right now covering the Summer League, dude. This is a quote from an article from Shams. This is from Shams. The altercation occurred at a practice court in a Las Vegas hotel this morning, sources said, starting when Adebayo approached Hero about comments the guard made critiquing the center on social media after their 7-year run in Miami ended. I mean, I'm assuming everyone is there for Summer League, obviously. And I'm going to be honest with you, I love rumors and I love the drama and I love, all of that, the extra that goes on with all sports leagues. I was utterly unaware that Tyler Hero did not like Bam Adebayo. So then, of course, I start doing a little digging on this, man. Now, again, allegedly, because this is coming from some random, Instagram, Twitter, social media post. It's coming from some random Twitter post here. Okay? I guess a fan DM'd Tyler Hero, and Hero got heated, if you will. Quote, why are Heat fans worried about me and what I do? But I'm not the best player on the team, right? You should get paid $60 million to be a top-tier defender on some nights? I'm just wondering. When I'm healthy, they can't see me. When I'm healthy, I need help, not the other guy. You kind of phrase that weird. What he's saying is that when he's healthy, the people need help on him. You know what I'm saying? Not that he needs help. You know what I mean? I don't think writing is Tyler Hero's, calling card here.
Shooting threes, not typing.
Hey, listen, he's no Luke Cornett. He is no Luke Cornett. I don't think Tyler Hero's ever heard of medium.com. I think that can be confirmed. Okay, maybe I'm just saying that. I don't know. Tyler Hero goes on to say in these alleged DMs, I'm just saying, should an elite defender be making $60 million a year? Answer that. Okay, so that gets leaked. And I'm like, okay, well, that seems a little, I don't know. That seems like, okay, is Tyler Hero really that dumb? Is he on the level of Harry Kane where he is that dumb? Like, why are you responding to any DMs, dog? Hey, listen, unless it's a baddie reaching out, you should not be responding to DMs, period. And I don't even, if he's, and by the way, this is assuming he's single, y'all. Okay. I just want to get that out there. Okay. Don't cancel me. Okay. Don't do me like the Spurs play-by-play guy. I'm just saying, if he's single, the only DMs that he should be responding to are the baddies. Not some random guy calling you a bum on DM. Tyler Hero, you can't be this stupid. You can't be. This is not Harry Kane levels, but it's up there. So then I started doing a little bit more digging. Apparently on Tyler Hero's Instagram, on his story, he posted a graphic that showed the lowest field goal percentage on mid-range shots. On that graphic, it showed Giannis and Bam as bottom 10 on that stat. Now, he showed that graphic with no context whatsoever, like no captioning or anything. But again, Giannis and Bam are on that list. Now, here's the thing. Tyler Hero was sitting courtside at the Thomas and Mack Center for Friday's game between the Heat and Bucks, their summer league teams. Now, apparently he dapped up some of Milwaukee's summer league players. He chatted with a guy that got traded with him in Jaime Jaquez. The Jaquez Highway, baby, it's open. Then he left the building without speaking to reporters, but a reporter did catch up with him, and I don't think this reporter knew at that point what had gone down. But here is Tyler Hero talking to this reporter.
You see the Miami Heat staff?
Yeah, it's all love. It's all love in Miami. I've seen a couple of the guys and coaching staff, Chris Quinn, Spo, the front office guys. We're all good in Miami, and it's just the opportunity for both sides to reset, get a fresh start, and we're both super happy for this.
Now, Tyler asked.
It's all love? I saw a couple of the guys. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, you definitely saw a couple of the guys, bro. What do you mean it's all love, though? You just got cold cocked. No. I'm so confused. Why would Tyler, first of all, maybe Tyler Hero is this dumb, dude. I don't know, man. But like, what? Why are you doing an interview? You just got cold cocked.
I wonder if he thought maybe it hadn't come out yet.
I mean, I'm sure it didn't. And maybe he's thinking no one's going to ever find out about it. But, dude, it is Summer League. There's, like, a bunch of reporters everywhere, right? And, like, the antennas are up. The antennas are up. Like, when you go to Summer League in Vegas, this is what's interesting, right? Because, Summer League happens during the day. And, listen, if you've never been to Vegas, just understand that, like, everything happens at night. In the daytime, nothing happens. First of all, it's too hot. Second of all, it looks ugly as hell. You don't even want to be outside during the day, honestly, because it just looks horrid. You're like, golly. That's like the Vegas lights. They're like beer goggles. When you turn them off, you're like, what have I done? Where am I? What am I doing here?
There's a lot of broken dreams.
In a Vegas daytime? Kane, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you step outside in Vegas during the day, you're like, whoa, this is not what I need to be seeing right now. Dude, especially if you take one of them Vegas side streets.
Yeah.
When you jump in the cab or the Uber and they take you down one of them side streets, you're like, where are you taking me,
dude?
Las
Vegas Boulevard. Kind of near the airport.
Exactly. If you stay on the strip, you're good. Dude, you take one of them side quests, bro. Like, don't, like, why are you driving me down this road?
It's just weird houses and flat land.
And, like, a lot of liquor stores and motels that shall not be named. And in the day, no less? Oh, God, no. Oh, Lord, no. Vegas at night is beautiful. It's awesome. It's like, wow, cool. What a cool city this is. I'm just saying, in the daytime, everyone's inside the casinos because nobody really wants to go outside, right? Like, it's just too hot and, like I said, it's really ugly, man. And so when you're inside, the antennas are up, especially during Summer League. They're like, oh my gosh, there's 1'6'9" player. Like Tyler Hero's like 6'7" or something, right? Like he's 6'6", 6'5" or something like that. He's big.
Yeah.
Right, like, and then you see Bam, he's 6'9", dog. He's 6'9", 250. Trust me. Trust me. Someone's going to see that. That's crazy to me.
Tyler thought he was safe in Asia City. That's Asia Wilson City.
That's right. Correct.
You know what I mean? That's Bamboo thing.
part of the Aces.
They saw Tyler. They made the call.
Then they want to call the team, the men's team, the Jacks. Stupid name. It's horrible. That's horrible.
It's Mark Davis.
I know. Yeah. They're like, yeah, we're going to call it the Jacks. Oh, my Lord. Really, guys?
I'm sure Las Vegas and Jacks won't have a lot of puns involved.
That is just not ideal at all. That's such a horrible name. The Jacks. Wow, that was loud. The Jacks? No, I don't want that. Yeah, that was a Dragon Ball Z punch right there. I am wearing the Dragon Ball Z shirt today, too, so it's a great sound effect. I love that sound effect. Yeah, the crazy stuff, man. Why is Tyler Hero, who, by the way, Tyler Hero is tight with speaking of Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow has a song called Tyler Hero. I love that song. That's one of my all-time favorites. Maybe I'm like, outing myself here, but I love that song. Jack Harlow's Tyler Hero is a banger.
Where was Jack Harlow to save his mans?
Exactly. Where's Jack Harlow at?
Jack Harlow should have worn Tyler Hero. Ayo, bro, I seen what the internet been talking. You may not want to show up today. To Summer League.
Where's Jack at, dude?
Asia Wilson's going quiet on her social media. There's a reason for that.
Man, this is crazy, dude. What a crazy situation. Absolutely insane situation. I love it. Tyler Hero getting smacked by Bam Adebayo, dude. What? And then he's talking to reporters out here. Damn, dude. Have some awareness. Have some awareness. Don't be talking to the reporters. Just be like, nah, dude, I'm good. I'm good. No one's going to bother you, dude. It's okay.
At least they're not teammates anymore.
Oh, my gosh.
Won't make a weird
Hero.
locker room.
Amazing. Incredible. All right. You know what? We step away. We still got to talk about top 5 teammate drama moments. Top 5 teammate rivalries. That's coming up on the James Koh Show on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Los Angeles, what is cracking? It's your boy, James Cole. Here we go. Got another Dodgers update for you. It's not a good one.
Dodger baseball.
The Arizona Diamondbacks have tacked on another run. It is the top of the 8th inning now. And the Arizona Diamondbacks have scored 1 run in the 8th here. What is this last one? Dude, Tawa is having the game of his life, bro. What? Tawa with another hit. Guys, he was coming into this game hitting 155. That is insane. 155. He's at the bottom of he's hitting 9th, and he's 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs and a home run. In this game alone, he has raised his batting average by 30 points. He's now hitting 187. Dude, game of his life. Good for you. Not good for the Dodgers, though, as they now trail 9-2. They're just trying to get this. They're playing this game like they're double parked. They're like, all right, let me just get out of here, dude. Okay, we're done. We were supposed to have the Shohei show today, and he's out. Now we just got a bunch of relievers in there. Yeesh. That's tough. The only Dodger pitcher to not allow a run was Jack Dreyer. There's 6 pitchers now have taken the mound for the Dodgers, and 5 of them have given up at least 1 run. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's not good for the bullpen ERA, guys. Not good for the bullpen ERA. You know what? Let's get back on an upper beat, though, because it's my favorite segment. Let's go. Time now to play Who the Fuck? Yeah! For those of you who are not in the know, this is a segment where we just reach back into the time machine and just list off a random player. And we just have fun with it because it's that stupid and it's that fun. It's just fun to do this for absolutely no dang reason at all. Today, we are talking about Chargers running back Mike Tolbert. Y'all remember Mike Tolbert, man? This guy was the short king of short kings, dude. 5'9", 245 pounds, bro. 5'9", 245. He's a professional athlete. Golly! I can't even imagine. 5'9", 245, bro. And you know what? The thing is, I've interviewed him a couple times. Nicest dude in the world. Nicest dude in the world. The Chargers backfield, we're going back to 2010. This was the first year after LaDainian Tomlinson, who is one of my favorite football players of all time. LaDainian Tomlinson went to the Jets, and this was the first year post-LT. They were trying to get it done with Ryan Matthews, Darren Sproles, who I love too, and 5'9", 245-pound Mike Tolbert. And the thing about Mike Tolbert, this guy could move. I don't know how well he moved on the football field, but in terms of touchdown celebrations, elite. Absolutely elite. He had this belly roll touchdown dance. He did the Carlton before Carlton was saying that LeBron ruined basketball. He was doing the salsa. Hey, listen, go look up Mike Tolbert and like, go look up Mike Tolbert touchdown celebration dances, man. I'm telling you, this guy was legit. He could move. He could move. As a matter of fact, there should have been a dance-off between him and Shaq. Like, Shaq for a big guy? Golly, what the heck? How's a 7-foot, 350-pound man moving like that?
Remember when he was like a Jabberwocky?
Dude, that was so fire, bro. That was so fire. I'm not going to lie. That was crazy. That was insanely good for a 7-foot, 350-pound man. That's correct. You should not be able to move that well.
Twism.
Just like a 5'9", 245-pound running back should not move as well as Mike Tolbert. I actually called one of my fantasy football team names was the Tolbert Report. That's not bad. It wasn't the best, but that was one of my team names. And I named it after Mike Tolbert because, again, he's one of my favorite players just because he was such a nice guy, had the best dance moves, and I just could not understand how a 5'9" professional athlete could be 245 pounds. Like, how is that possible, dude? It's great. I love it. Okay, we go to that 2010 San Diego Chargers roster. Okay. And you know what, dudes? Despite them spending a very high draft pick on Ryan Matthews from the great city of Bakersfield, California, I want to say they spent a first-round pick on him, dude. I don't totally remember, but I want to say they spent a really early pick on Ryan Matthews. And he had all this buzz coming into 2010, like, oh, man, this guy's the heir apparent. You know, he's got to fill in for LaDainian. Nope. It was Mike Tolbert, y'all. Mike Tolbert ran for 735 yards that season. That was awesome. I think I'm okay. Hold on now. Hold on. Am I misremembering? Am I misremembering when LaDainian left this team? No, I'm not. Yeah, 2009 LaDainian was on this team. 2010 he wasn't. Okay, so Mike Tolbert on this 2010 San Diego Chargers squad. It was him, Ryan Matthews, Darren Sproles in the backfield. Shoot, y'all remember Jacob Hester?
Jacob Hester, LSU.
LSU, baby.
Let's go.
LSU, baby. He was supposed to be kind of like a gadget, do-it-all kind of guy.
Yeah, you knew he was going to be there for a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this team also had, obviously, Phillip Rivers at the helm. I don't know how many kids he had at that point. I think maybe he had 7 before he got to 9.
A small quantity.
I don't know what it was. Leading receiver on this team, obviously, Antonio Gates, duh. Again, you want to talk... The problem with this Chargers team was that they were all too nice. Even Phillip Rivers, who was like a crazy person on the field, he never cussed. Right? Like, he was an absolute crazy person. Like, gosh dang it. Gosh darn it. You varmint.
What the frick?
What the frick? I don't even think he said that, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that might be a little too hard.
I think that was like too harsh for him. He was a crazy person on the field, but he didn't cuss. But this team was just too nice. Like, Antonio Gates, crazy nice guy. Tolbert, crazy nice guy. It was just too nice. Vincent Jackson, nice guy. Antonio Gates was the leading receiver. Do y'all remember Speedy Malcolm Floyd running streaks down the sideline, dude?
Big fantasy usage over here.
Oh, man. Malcolm Floyd averaged 19.4 yards per reception that year.
Go route hero, baby.
Just go.
Just go.
Just go and let Phillip Rivers have that ugly sidearm throw and just get it out to you, dude.
Just bomb it.
Just bombing, dude. Oh, man. One of the best football names in history, Legadou Nane, was also on this squad. They also had another wide receiver, great name, Seyi Ajiratutu. I loved this team, dude. I'm telling you. I loved the Chargers for no reason. Just straight up, like, heartbreak city, year after year after year.
Nerve Turner.
Nerve Turner was the worst, dude.
They just had Nerve Turner. That's all.
It was so stupid. Why'd they hire Norv? Absolutely make no sense. No sense whatsoever. But yeah, man, this was a great. But when LaDainian was in his prime in 2008, I think it was, that team was just unstoppable, dude. Antonio Gates was in his prime, you know. You had Vincent Jackson, Quentin Jammer. Eric Weddle. Dude, this team was so stacked, man. Crazy stacked.
That 09 team lost to the Jets, right?
I don't remember if they lost the Jets.
That was the Mark Sanchez year.
Oh, was it?
Like when they went back to back.
I think
the first year of back to back.
In 2008, they lost. They intercepted Tom Brady for the win, and I think it was Q Jammer. I think Q Jam intercepted the ball and tried to return it, and then fumbled it, and then the New England Patriots got the ball back and scored. That was straight up Heartbreak City. All Quentin Jammer had to do, and I think it was Quentin Jammer. I apologize if it's not him. All that DB had to do was go down.
Just go down, yeah.
That's all he had, and they could have kneeled out the game.
That was like Schottenhammer's last year, right? Just thinking about it.
Might have been.
Yeah, whichever one, like,
might have been.
When Tomlinson was upset that they were doing the Sean Marion dance after they lost.
Oh, my God.
LT was like, they did
Oh, man.
Sean Marion dance and disrespectful. How about win on the field, buddy?
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah, it was 2000. Okay, so 2006 is when that game happened. Not 2008. So 2006.
That was their year.
That was their year. They were going to win everything that year.
Yes.
And it ended up being New England, where, again, they had the pick on Tom Brady to end the game. Golly. That was just Heartbreak City, dude. That was tough. Anyways, regardless, Mike Tolbert, one of my all-time favorite Chargers, which is just so random. Now that I know they were in San Diego back then, but now they're in LA, we throw them on here. We throw them on here. Shout out to Mike Tolbert, man. Really fun player. All right, so there you go. That was Who the F. We take a break. When we come back, we'll close out the show. You're listening to The James Coe Show on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Los Angeles, what's cracking? James Coe here with you. Final 10 minutes of the show, man. Show goes by so quick, dude. I just love talking to you guys, man. It's a lot of fun. We obviously have a lot of fun here on the program. We just talk about nonsense, and it's working, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'm enjoying it, though. So that's all that matters. Who cares? Let's go. It is the top of the ninth with the Diamondbacks leading 9-2. So, again, the Dodgers playing like they're double parked. They just want to get the heck out of Dodge, man. So, this one looks like it will be loss number 34. The Dodgers will most likely fall to 61-33. The Arizona Diamondbacks on the verge of improving to an even 47-47. How you like that? Get back to 500. All right, there you go. Man, we were talking a little bit about how Bam Adebayo went out there and he just punched Tyler Hero right in the jaw. Just right in the face. He cold cocked him. It got me thinking, Kane, of the top 5 teammate beefs that I could remember. Honorable mention, and actually, Kane, you brought this one up. Remember when CP3 found that hidden tunnel or whatever, or like he took the Rockets through the hidden tunnel to try and go and confront the Clippers?
It was like Blake Griffin and Austin Rivers and just...
That's amazing.
Situation.
So CP3 versus Austin Rivers is an honorable mention, but I love the story of it. More than anything else, the CP3 led a bunch of Rockets through the Clippers' secret tunnel to go confront Austin Rivers. Dude, Austin Rivers was, I don't know, man. Like, he was one of the most unlikable characters in basketball history. You know? Whether he was at Duke or whether he was in the NBA, my goodness gracious, people love to hate on Austin Rivers. It was crazy, man.
I know, man, but that Austin Rivers high school mixtape, brother.
Oh, it was something.
By the way, side note, Austin Rivers was like on the internet going insane, going cray-cray. Because he was talking about like NIL or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I would have made I think he said $20 million at Duke or something. I would have made $2 million at Duke. But he was just having a breakdown because somebody
I don't doubt it.
Can't dribble with their right nor left hand said that Rivers was overrated or something.
Oh, man. So. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He needs to log off. You know? Austin Rivers is he's too online, bro.
He's too online, yeah.
Like, you got to log off, dog. Like, you were actually... Look, I don't know how long he played in the NBA, but he played in the NBA for a long time. And I remember him, like, trying to, like, respond to Draymond. And, like, every single time somebody responds to Draymond, they win. Because Draymond is, like, living in his own world and just... It's all feelings over facts, right? Like, anytime Draymond speaks about players, it's always... feelings over facts. And then once you incorporate the facts, Draymond's whole thing just collapses. And then he's like, well, guys, I mean, I won all these championships. Like, yeah, okay. I mean, so did Robert Horry. But you don't see Robert Horry going out here coming after players, you know? Come on. Number 5. How about Terrell Owens versus Donovan McNabb? I alluded to it earlier in the show. Teal was out there in his driveway doing sit-ups. And the Eagles are like, dude, how many times has Andy Reid had to deal with just crazy behavior? Like, now he's got Rashee Rice doing rehab in jail, dude. Like, what's going on? He's got to be thinking, like, what have I done, bro? Like, this is so crazy. T.O. doing sit-ups in the driveway as he is, getting out of town. Being forced off the team for conduct detrimental. So, yes, that happened. At number 4, Draymond Green versus Jordan Poole. This could have been number 1, to be honest with you. How this was the absolute nadir, the lowest point of The lowest point of Draymond's likability. The guy out here sucker punched Jordan Poole. First of all, you're so much bigger than Jordan Poole. And then on top of that, okay, you don't like Jordan Poole. Okay, cool. I get it. But why did you have to sucker punch him then? Like, the sucker punch part was just so bad, man. And then I'll tell you what, dude. It's kind of like Angel Reese. You know how Angel Reese does all the stuff and then she's just like, why do people hate me? This is so bad. You guys are just like haters. And it's like, no, Angel Reese, you've brought this upon yourself, dude. When you're doing the John Cena, you can't see me in front of like opponents' faces and then wondering why they're trash talking you. Like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. This is crazy person behavior. And that was Draymond Green. After he cold-cocked and just sucker punched Jordan Poole, he starts going around talking about how he was the victim. Absolute insane behavior. Crazy. Number 3, Barry Bonds versus Jeff Kent. This was a multi-team beef, actually, as Jeff Kent ended up on the Dodgers. But when they were with the Giants, these two guys hated each other, man. They absolutely hated each other. Barry Bonds hated Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent hated Barry Bonds, man. And then when Jeff Kent went to the Dodgers, it just kept going, you know?
Kent took Bonds' 2000 MVP, so yeah, I'd be mad too.
That was crazy, man. These two guys absolutely hate each other. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm moving that down to 5. T.O. doing the sit-ups in the driveway, that's 4. Draymond sucker punching Jordan Poole, that's 3. Number 2, Mike versus Scotty. Michael Jordan versus Scottie Pippen. These two guys, I mean, it has spanned an entire generation now. They have hated each other for decades. Literal decades. It's crazy. And so much of this, I don't care what anybody tells me, so much of this is the fact that Michael Jordan is a jerk. Great basketball player. But dude, he's so petty. Mike Jordan is so petty. Like him taking shots at like Isaiah Thomas, even to this day, for his Hall of Fame speech. That is so petty, bro. Like, he can't keep it. It's literally impossible for Michael Jordan to keep it positive. Impossible. Just, he's been beefing with Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen's been beefing with him. And I will always remember, one of my earliest memories of Michael Jordan is games winding down. They're taking on, I believe, the Pacers. And Mike is like double covered off the ball. Scotty pulls up and hits the freaking game winner. And Michael Jordan goes up to him and says, "Why didn't you pass me the ball?" He was such a bad teammate. It's crazy. Instead of celebrating with the guy who just hit the shot, Mike's going up to Scotty and being like, "Pass me the ball." That's, oh my gosh. That is such crazy behavior, man. And you're wondering why Scottie Pippen hates this guy? He just hit a game winner, Mike. He doesn't need to pass you the ball, you crazy person. Number 1 on this list, top 5 teammate beefs. Of course, it can only be one. Kobe versus Shaq. There is no other beef that was more publicized than this one. It was so bad, they had to break up a dynasty. LA's like, all right, I guess we got to get rid of Shaq. That was insane. Insane rivalry. These two guys hated each other. Don't let the revisionist history tell you otherwise. Shaq was out there making, diss tracks about Kobe. Kobe kept talking about how out of shape and fat Shaq was. Dude, I'm telling you, do not let revisionist history cloud your judgment. These two guys hated each other, but it's all good. You know who I don't hate? My producer, Kane. You know who I don't hate? The people out there. This was your show, baby. I love y'all. I gotta go, but remember, it is never too late to chase your dreams. Peace.